I like that.
J-stroke.
Do
J
things
stroke.
work?
J stroke.
That's correct.
I think things work.
Yeah.
Oh,
We may get like alerts in our earballs. We'll see. Brace yourselves. Yeah.
for those who have never been in a canoe, or I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go down that route right away. A J stroke is a type of canoeing, a paddling maneuver that you do to help if you're in the stern to steer.
We're gonna have to drop the. Because we got picked up by our area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you good at J-stroking, Scott? What'd you say?
Yeah, you can make whatever excuse you like. There's scoots.
He's good at stroking J.
In your canoe.
Okay, look. I'm just trying to bring a little pizzazz to the stream here. Okay,
A little razzle-dazzle.
A little razzle-dazzle. No, I was going to get into what I think is I don't know how commonplace this is, but it's definitely been floated that the idea of being a real Canadian means you've had sex in a canoe, and I'm like,
What?
that's ludicrous. First and
Why
foremost.
would you do that?
What media are you following?
Great question. Oh yeah, I may have this one. Yeah, so he's good at the Jev stroke.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You
Well,
didn't realize?
it's the classic joke. Sex in a canoe is like American beer because they're both fucking close to water.
I really like that. Hey.
It's not actually. It's a.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, good point.
First of all, Bluey, use your word hole.
I don't want to step on this. That's their show. I don't want to step on toes
No.
here.
Step on us. Wait.
That way people
Yes.
wait.
Like,
That way people
step
make
on
sure that
us.
we can be heard. Now we can be quiet.
Do. Well, Flower of August is talking about our large canoes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Not
you can
the size
look.
that counts, it's
I've
how you-
been in canoes with it,
Not the men in the canoe that counts.
it's the canoe and the man that okay. You can they're suitable for 3 to 4 people, and then you can get long canoes or whatever that are bigger. Okay. You started this. It was a good idea. The J strip was a good idea.
Yep.
You know what? I hear it now.
I remember in camp, we had to we had canoe training, and whoever was the best at canoe got to be the one steering in the stern.
That does
and then the
make
one who was
sense.
not so great at canoe was like, you can sit up front. And the one who was real shit at canoe had to sit in the middle and not do anything. Just sit there and don't
real
disrupt.
shit.
But you were really
Can you
bad.
angle the light actually towards my face?
Of course I can.
Yeah, sort of
Sorry,
aiming
everybody. Just gonna...
at the wall.
Oh, you mean like this one, probably.
They did. That seems better.
Better?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry to block the view, everybody. Choo choo! I'm sorry, Captain Splooey. I feel like it's a great experience to have. I have a similar but slightly different memory, Liz. When I learned to kayak at camp, the very first thing they have you do, and this is important for water safety, is learn how to get out of your kayak when
it
you're
flips
flipped over.
Oh.
Because you
I was
don't
so
want to
scared
have
of that.
Me too.
Oh my god,
First thing you
scared
have
me
to
so
do.
much. And they all sit around and watch you
We did it
they
as a
flip
group.
the kayak upside down, and you have to prove that you can escape from it
Yeah.
before they let you go out into the lake.
I mean, which just makes sense.
Which is fair, but it's terrifying.
I mean, yeah, Flower also makes a good point. The first step of water safety is having some sort of flotation device and knowing how to swim. Those are good things.
It's a lot to put on a 12-year-old.
I was 14.
Yeah, but a Scott 14 is.
It's like a regular person's 12. That's a good.
John,
point,
do you need Splooey and Aragorn to monologue for a bit for music and audio levels, or is that...
Well, I don't know why they're not talking.
No, it's just that Weirdness had mentioned that they were quiet compared to the music, so
Yeah,
we could
I've
ask
made
them.
adjustments. I'm monitoring.
I have a camp story.
Give it a
Please.
if you want.
Okay, so when I went to camp in 6th grade, you at the top of camp chose whether or not you were going to go into advanced swimming, and you had to do a test for it, or if you were going to be every other kid and do canoeing. And then at the end of camp, 2 weeks later, the advanced swimmers had to swim across the lake in order to get their prize for doing it, but the canoers had to canoe along with them in case they needed, like, they got tired and needed to grab onto something in order to wait. And it was just constantly the camp counselors screaming, "Watch their heads!" as we were trying to canoe.
Trying not to smack into people.
So that's my camp story with swimming.
I like that a lot.
man.
That's great.
So much of
Adventures.
camp is just like really like destroying the children. Did anyone have to do like the polar bear dip at their sleepaway camp?
100% every morning.
Yeah.
100%.
7 a.m. This
Polar bear
loud horn blared, and within 5 minutes, everyone had to be out of their bunks and running towards the freezing lake. You had to run in and run out.
You think you'd
Like
want to like?
the Marine Corps.
It was
What is happening?
insane. It was.
I never went to the sleepaway camp.
Oh,
It was
I
No,
didn't go
me
camping.
neither.
Sorry?
Oh, I was agreeing or sympathizing with you. I've never gone to sleepaway camp. I hate it.
I mean, I don't know that I'd hate it. I just never went. Or you hate that you didn't go.
Right.
It wasn't. I mean, it had its like high highs and its low lows. I would say
That's fair.
it was.
Yeah, I don't
When
know
it was
whether
bad, it was really bad because
Yeah.
you couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
You were still at camp.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Builds character.
that's the one.
yeah.
We had this. Anyway, I liked this format a lot. There were like more popular things to do and less popular things to do.
Yeah, for
You had
sure.
like activity periods during the day. And the way that you do that is like by table, people would go and hang their little name tags on the various activities, and there are only so many slots per, right? So everyone had to do some swimming every day or whatever it was. The thing that never filled up, and this will be unsurprising to everybody, was acting. There was an acting activity, and I was always like,
Were you by yourself in it?
no,
Oh,
good
God.
lord, no. But like, it was always there because there's a lot of space. There's you can have a lot of actors. You can have a lot of people playing zip zap zop.
You know, I
guess.
didn't always sign up for the acting activities at camp because it was always improv games, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
hated improv games.
That's fair.
So just like, ugh, call me when you decide to do some Shakespeare scene study.
It's a good thing you don't do any improv currently. For the
Yeah,
last
thank God
7
for that. Woo!
Actually, speaking of which, Liz, do you have my lines for today? Thanks so much. Good. Just kidding.
It turns out that we are just the most like scripted RPG content that you can find on the internet today.
There's a teleprompter over
I was
there.
going to say part of the reason we haven't done a tour of the studio is because there's teleprompters that you can't see that we're just reading off of all the time. Unreal.
Even on the backs of our safety cards. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Well,
If you need help, whether it's a teleprompter or if it's communicating how you're doing right now, you may not have a teleprompter, but we do have these cards. What do they mean? Well, the green card here, also known as play, indicates that despite any outward appearance, I, the player, am enthusiastically consenting to continue what is happening. The pause card, however, is an interruption. It's a chance for everyone to pay attention to whoever's lifted up the card. Let them inform people of the table of something that they need to know in order to feel safe for game to continue. The red card, however, is the stop card. This will be a complete drop out of game and character. In our case, we'll usually go to a be right back screen. It's an opportunity for everyone to talk person to person and figure out a resolution whereby everyone at the table feels safe to resume. You out there don't have cards, but you do have options. You can whisper us, RPG Clinic. You'll see that on our screen. You can also whisper one of our moderators. We have She Who Knows 10,000 Things, though she may be a little busy playing today. And we also have Kung Fu Fenris, Blades of Light, Invincible. You can whisper either of them. They're happy to keep your commentary anonymous. Thank you. It's like private. Anonymous, if you so choose, and you also always have the opportunity, if you need to leave chat and or the stream. We don't want to see you go, but we do want to see you safe.
that is the most important thing. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it the most important thing? Yes.
Yeah. 100%. Excellent. And with the segue out of the way, we can get back to our regularly scripted content.
All the dice rolls are scripted. That's why we don't have a dice cam, actually. So that you can't see.
We've gotten really good at sleight of hand. I remember Jorik tried to like influence a dice roll upon which the like fate of Nexus lay. or
Yeah,
some
that had
shit.
pretty horrible
What an idiot.
consequences, if I do recall.
Well, I think
correctly.
you might have been in Limit Break.
It does sound.
Or
let's
that
pretend
brought you into Limit Break.
That-
He made a
That's
lot of questionable choices during Limit Break.
I wanted to play
That's what
someone who
Limit
was.
Break is.
It was great.
Everyone hates Val because of her ultimate Limit Break.
Truth.
So, you know.
Truth.
I mean,
It was
Val wasn't
so
that
good.
anyway, but-
We're trying something new here.
Oh,
Putting dice on the other side. Just nope.
take it on.
No, I don't think I like it.
it.
At least for now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Move those dice to the other side.
What I should do is I should actually just let Kate use this dice tray instead of her tiny ass.
It's
So small.
I can switch to my previous one. It's like literally twice the size.
It's so smooth.
But it's true. It was perfect for a D6 system. Like 2D6 system.
Oh, yeah.
Less over.
Never knew.
My favorite is when you're rolling like fistfuls of dice and you just have to carefully put them down to make, because otherwise they do hop out.
Yeah.
Because what happens if we play Exalted next?
Well, then I'm going to have to switch back to my old dice tray.
Because if Scott, can you lift your dice tray up? So Scott's got a pretty big area going here, Liz.
Nice by any file. Oh.
Liz has got a
I've got a little eraser.
Classy
nubs in there.
lassie.
Don't worry about that.
Kate's got the wee.
It's so portable.
It's so tiny.
And then I have
Nice.
Lid of a biscuit.
It's the lid of a dice carrier tray.
Yeah,
thing.
it's so
from
demure.
Die Hard Dice. It's nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
it
it
was
was
very
very
nice.
nice. That's nice.
which it would be perfect if you were rolling like say 1d20 or 2d10, but
Yeah.
it's not.
And all
Or traveling with them, right?
Just
Toys.
one at a time.
My hands are like, I get that this is probably the proportion of an Altoids tin for your hands, but I have little hands, so it's not that small.
Very well. Who spent experience this time around? 3, 2, 1.
I did.
Let me just troubleshoot.
Yeah. I bought. Everyone will be very happy about this. I bought Insight 2. Now, why is that? Well, no, you know what? No explanation required. Winsight is a classic this game roll. Yay! I'm avoiding hell, only to be dragged back down there next time. And one day, Flower, one day, the stars will align. Yeah. So yeah, Insight 2. I really felt the lack of insight last session. I mean, every session, but like last session in particular.
So wait, you said insight?
Two.
You only had insight 1 this whole time?
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm playing a
Seems
smart
obvious.
boy, not an insightful boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure where's the confusion here. It's
Okay.
we all have our tropes that we fall in.
It's true. It's okay if I make characters that align with those, right? Like, that's okay, right?
Yes,
Good, okay. As long as we're all in agreement.
you are. Let's see what the recap's going to be like for everybody here.
Oh.
Following Troyan's successful conversation with Edward, the trio set about convincing the other guru of Weathered Storm to do the same. Jennifer Slade, aimless without her 2 packmates, reluctantly revealed where they might find Cleves the Lie. Sure enough, the pack located him at a dive bar, almost completely lost to Harano. He confirmed Portia was a stargazer like the rest of her pack, but was reluctant to share anything more, having promised.
That's the wrong
We're
recap.
back.
And of course, with this current audio setup, we can't hear it. So thank you for speaking up in chat.
Thanks for
Thank
using
you.
your word.
And hi,
hole.
Cora.
Let's try this again.
The pack, with a moody Zack in tow, headed south of the border towards Northern Guard territory. They were greeted by On the Left and Flag at the Ready during a downpour and guided towards the cairn. During a tour, it became noticeably clear that the Northern Guard do things differently than the Montreal-based Septs. After some pointed words, the pack was encouraged to go on a run for no other reason than to connect with each other and the world around them. Fox reached out to her pack to praise them, calling them louder than words. At dinner, the member of the Northern Guard they were looking for, Ryan Leaves, made a somewhat drunken appearance.
I mean, we got to let the music end.
Yeah, exactly.
My recaps tend to be shorter
Yes.
than these three.
Shit happened. Done.
I think I'm just more terse.
I mean,
I don't think the game's as important.
wow.
I couldn't
whatever.
tell if it was starting to loop.
Oh, interesting. I feel like
Might go into some of the other audio that John has saved on his computer.
you gotta be careful about that.
Yeah, I have some.
Like-
Actually, John probably still has me singing somewhere on your computer. Oh, okay.
There's definitely some NDA content
sure.
that I was looking for some sort of file, and I was like, maybe it's in this folder, maybe it's in this folder.
What's this?
This is NDAs that I should not
Whoops.
have access to.
Click,
Close
click,
that.
get down out there.
That's the trouble when you're going through something
Don't worry, there's nothing stored on my computer that is NDA unless it's like audition stuff for.
That's exactly like it was. I think one of these two self-taping for an audition for a
Whoopsies.
thing.
Yeah, that just happened. Well, you could all let me know what you think. Would you cast me?
Turns out they did.
Yay! Louder than words. Yeah.
Flower of August wants you to be known as the Foxy Love Beam Friends.
I love that.
Love
Beam.
beam. I was like, I thought it was bean.
We're like the Care Bears with our love beam.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Except they come out of your genitals.
No, just our
I
stomach.
wrote it down.
When I see this,
Oh,
This
yeah.
is my stomach.
Oh.
My genitals are below.
oh, I don't know where they are.
All right, hold on.
No.
Oh,
Terms of. Can we consult the terms of service? Do you think that's?
get out the giant book.
That's the exalted third quality.
Shit,
thing.
it's confusing.
Yeah, basically.
It's got the red rule in there. It's all you.
Yeah, it's got a law. It's got law terms, right?
Law charm.
I'd like to establish a fact.
Ooh, Mistress asks a great question.
They all have D names.
We all three of us have deed names. The question is whether we're going by them. I feel like I've used Reaches Across a few times. And I just feel like, Macris got hers
Really?
faster, sooner.
Really?
Quick, if you will.
Quick.
Because
I
she
will.
cuts to it.
Right, I got you, yeah. Zach doesn't, though. The fourth of the third friends.
Wait.
Zach singing boy.
Unto? Is it UNTO? Unto?
It's Unto the Breach.
Unto, yeah.
I recognize the ESL, that differentiation.
Yeah, it was actually retconned. Originally it was Into the Breach, and then it became Unto the Breach in order to better
All
match
the
it.
vowels.
Make it the
We'll have
Shakespeare
and to the
quent.
breach eventually.
I'll be and to the breach,
Yeah.
Unto the Breach, and then Dante is just the Breach.
The breach, yeah. Hang on, wait. Oh, God.
We'll have a breach episode later.
That's good!
I love it.
That's good!
It's to bitches and britches. It'll be our Shakespeare episode.
Hang on. And we'll get get Ross and that troop.
We'll go to London and we'll go to the
The globe.
round.
The round.
I was like,
That
round.
round.
Theater. Hello, I would like to go to the
I
theater,
word good
please.
today.
The round one.
Well, we knew exactly what you meant.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. But this
Bitches
is
and
correct
bitches,
as well.
yeah.
Definitely Troy's memoirs.
Yeah.
truth.
A memoir of a redacted. Can't say. Bar owner.
Ready?
Yes.
Ooh.
We all have a capacity. Whether it's your physical capacity, emotional capacity, there's a point where your body or your mind just gives out. There's only so much of it that you can use before it fails. That's kind of the way that everything works. You can have the strongest construction equipment, but try to lift something too heavy and it will fail. You can have a system designed to keep everything under control, but stress the system too much and it will fail. Guru have rage. But rage isn't the only thing that drives Guru. And the demands that are placed upon them every time that they have to go out, every time that they will hear what's happening around them, every time that they fight, whether it's the enemy or from within, there's a capacity. You've already seen examples of what happens when some of those capacities are exceeded. What about your own? How do you recharge? How do you bleed off whatever you need to in order to remain under capacity? I don't know the answer for each of the three of you. I have guesses, but they're only guesses. For now, it's something that you're going to have to consider. Not just for those around you, but for yourselves. Where are you?
We're at the Northern Guard's HQ, Chained Oak. Is it called Chained Oak? Did I make that
I
up?
believe so.
That's the spirit.
I mean, that's the spirit, and that's the sort of rallying point. Yeah. We had just had dinner. We watched Ryan Leaves, aka In the Tank, basically fall asleep at the table. Said he would talk to us over brekkie. We also received word that we would be, from Roadnash, that we would be killing a spirit.
Yeah, he says, I got a spirit needs killing.
But I think we're at dinner or probably just about to go to bed.
Amto.
Yeah, Honto. Nice.
I really like that, actually.
That is where we are.
You're in your cabin. The three of you. Zach, I assume you would have been placed with you. You would have claimed him.
We would have
Yeah,
been happy to have him, but
Yeah.
if he wanted to be elsewhere, we wouldn't.
We're
keep him.
cool parents, though. You know what I mean? Like, if he wants to go and sleep somewhere else for the night, you know, he just needs to let us know and be home by. Yes, he's with us.
Zach is sitting in the bottom bunk of one of the bunk beds in this particular dormitory. He's got a notebook that he seems to be writing or doodling in. It's not quite clear, but he's focused on it. Very much delivering vibes of I'm tuning out the world.
Dante is, if there's reception, on his phone. He is trying to find Apotheosis's live journal. Heard about from Override at dinner.
And how are you looking for Apotheosis?
Well, this is the question. I don't know LiveJournal, me, Scott, so I'm not sure if you need like an account or how searchable they are.
Live journals can be set to public or private. You would need to know the username.
Yeah.
I mean, I would search Apotheosis, and I would, you know what I mean? Like, that would be my go-to.
Well,
livejournal.com/apotheosis.
If it's done in one, I'm going to.
I'm checking it now. Apotheosis.livejournal.com. It exists. It's somebody named Sean. There's only one entry.
It is about someone named Dante.
It's public, Kung Fu Fenris. God.
So it's not Apotheosis. That is not the correct.
Okay, fine. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Wait. Sorry, John, are you implying that there's an actual live journal that you've created that exists on the internet right now? Is that what you're implying?
No, I think he just
Fucking hell, I have to... Okay, yeah, alright, I have to...
Giving root trees are dead shit.
Don't
love it.
Don't start me.
Can you imagine if I had just quietly been writing this entire campaign and backdating the entries. So that
Honestly, I would be so happy.
I'd be pretty thrilled.
I didn't.
That would be a tremendous amount of work. Don't get me wrong.
Are you certain?
certain?
Okay, well.
It's apotheosis_GW.
Yeah, I mean, look, without having asked Override, like, because she basically said, "Whoop, I'm going to be in trouble," and without texting Apotheosis to be like, "Can you tell me the name of..." He's just going to try a few other combinations of, Walker of Glass, and, you know what I mean? He's going to try a few very obvious combinations.
Is Kate trying to find the live journal?
I made the mistake of looking up some of my old accounts and I need to delete and privatize them.
Do we need to
No.
flash a card on this
We're
one?
good. None of them
much
are any usernames I currently use.
Perfect.
Okay, go ahead, Scott. You can roll your stamina computers or stamina technology, actually, we'll say.
Okay.
Your difficulty, however, is going to be 6.
Okay. I think, this is idle search, I should say, not...
Have you recovered your willpower?
Oh,
and
no,
stuff?
but thank you, I will. I'll do that, and I will not be spending any on this. Come on, Come on. So close.
You wanted a brutal?
I did! I thought that'd be really fun. It's not even worth it. 1 success.
I don't know. If you re-roll, you could get a bunch of 10s.
Oh, I could.
I have never tried to find a partner's live journal if they didn't tell me about it, or any other kind of diary. So who is Dante, really?
Good question. I think the logic he's operating under here is that if Apotheosis...
Is that I'm curious.
That I want to read what it says about me.
He's not telling people in the fucking hell. This is a private moment I'm broadcasting to you, the audience. And everyone here at the table.
Remember when Jorik read Albor's journal?
Yeah. You'd think I would have
It's
learned.
becoming a motif.
He fucking tosses his phone gently onto the mattress of the bunk bed that we're on.
Yeah, there's
It's
mattresses here. They're
old
like
ass-
made of foam.
Yeah.
They're not.
It is actually Macris who's gone into mattress form.
Are they made of foam, or are they just rickety spring mattresses?
So they're foam, and then you're encouraged to bring like
A mattress pad?
You're allowed to bring your own mattress pad, and then you have a sleeping bag on top of it.
In case you wet the bed.
Exactly. Which obviously I did every night. Of course.
So
Well, where else are you?
That's
going?
what camp is
Sleepaway
for.
camp.
You save your
You sleep
urine
over
until
there.
camp, and then you let it loose.
Yeah.
what is
Yeah,
that?
horrible
Dante
bed.
tosses his phone on the bed, and then he'll just go, ugh,
It pees on it.
swings it.
You
Swings
do.
his legs out, and just sits up and looks at Zach. What are you doing?
He's pissing. Everyone's peeing.
I thought that was a Macros thing. I'm kidding. Because of the,
Zach's not paying attention to, so he's not answering.
Okay. Fine. Looks around at, what are you two up to?
Torian's on her phone.
Yeah, sure. Macros?
We're all on our phones. So sociable.
Oh my gosh. Like, this is the worm right here.
Yeah.
We already did our running around or whatever.
Yeah, Kung Fu Fenris is going to be so upset.
Oh god, he's gonna be so mad.
Braiding each other's hair. Oh my God.
That's a good question, Ergun, and I'm not gonna give you a response.
Can I ask what the configurations are of the other bunks? Because Zach is on one lower one.
Whatever has the most headroom. She doesn't care whether it's top or bottom. It's just a question of whether.
It might be top.
Yeah, 'cause then you can hang your
she'll
legs
probably
down
be
the other
above.
side.
Whichever.
All right, Torian would take the bottom bunk.
Yeah, so girl side, boy side.
Dante's on the top bunk.
Okay. So I guess he swings his legs out and then looks down and goes, "What you doing?"
Oh, if you're looking down specifically at him?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to say about this.
You don't think you should? It's your business. It's not my business. I think there's more.
If I'm singing about you, yes, it is your business.
I just mean more so. there are still fights that we need to have. The story's not yet written. I'm not sure why you would start writing the beginning of it without knowing the end.
What makes you the expert on telling stories?
Well, exactly. I'm not. I go out and I find things. That's what I do.
There's somebody in that cabin over there. Somebody that Troyan's been looking for. Right?
Yeah.
That person may or may not have information that not only do we need, but also seems to be a remnant of a tribe that some of us miss and some of us consider traitors to the cause. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And this person has a complicated relationship with that previous tribe, but now also has a current tribe, a tribe that matches up with one of us that is here, right?
Yeah.
So why doesn't it fucking matter? And he pulls his hood up over his head, pulls out his notebook, and then he's writing way too hard. Like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, "Arr!" That's what he's doing.
You don't have to respond to me. I just want to let you know I'm not trying to piss you off, Zach.
He flings the notebook out of the bunk bed, so it sails across and it hits the wall opposite and just thunk and then falls down. Okay,
Seems like I'm doing a good job of pissing you off, though.
tell me what you need to tell me. Go ahead. I'm ready for another lesson.
Dante hops down, so in one motion, just hits the floor.
He stands up. He's still a little shorter than you, though.
Okay.
Dante's
Of average height?
yeah,
I
so
imagine?
he's still shorter.
Okay.
Stands 5'5".
Okay. You think that we're just here to teach you shit so that you can go off and be a big deal somewhere? You feel stifled by us? Is that what this is about? You think we're, coddling you? That we're better than you? Is that what you think?
Spirits seem to think so. You've got your renown. I don't have mine yet. So yeah, I'll pay attention to you. I'll learn from you.
I'm trying to learn from you. I don't know the first fucking thing about singing stories, about spirits that live on in legend. I want to know why you think it's important to start writing now without knowing where the story is going.
Because memory sucks. Haven't we figured that out by now?
That's a fair play.
People not remembering what's happened? The whole problem with what we were dealing with in Montreal is that nobody remembered. The stories were lost. Dusk used to say that it was forgetting that was the worst. Even if you got it wrong, what it meant was that you were forgetting the truth. Now, I'd like to think that I can remember, but I also don't know if tomorrow I'm going to go out there and one of those biker hooligans is going to cave my skull in with a bat, and then I won't remember anything. But at least that will still exist. And he points at the notebook, which actually now has quite a dent in the spine. So I write shit down. Because I'm not as good a warrior as Troyan, and I don't have the same fast words as Macros, and I don't know how to deal with spirits like you do. I only know this, and I know that if I don't write it down, it'll get lost sometime. Maybe not today, but it will. Because an oral tradition, as wonderful as it is, just doesn't fucking work sometimes. So I write it down, and he's getting way too upset over this.
That's fair. That's fair. Dante is going to go and pick up the notebook and not look at it and bring it back to him.
Snatch.
You know, if when we first arrived at Weathered Storm, even one person had had a written account of what had gone on, even if none of them could make sense of it, my God, that would have solved a lot of problems.
There was. And they were lies. Why do you think Dusk told me this? Galliards aren't immune to lying too.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is what you're doing is a good thing.
I'm going to take a walk, and he just throws the notebook and then walks over the door, and he tries to slam it, but like it can't slam.
Okay.
It's got one of those like pressure things. So he just whips it and it just goes.
Deeply unsatisfying.
And you can hear him just like power his way through the mud. It is still pouring fucking rain.
That's right.
He did not get his poncho or anything like that, so he's now getting thoroughly soaked as he is just walking right out.
Yep. Yep.
Guess I'll apologize
He needs to feel it. Just
in the
let him feel
morning.
it.
Yeah, in the morning.
That's when you hear "ah" and the sounds of bark and chain rattling.
Is there like a window that
Yeah,
I can
can
look
we
at?
see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
He
direction?
needs to not be fucking up that
Yo,
fucking
bro,
tree.
oh my god.
So it's dark,
Yeah.
but illuminated by lightning. You see that Zach is just slamming his fist over and over again into the tree with all the chains.
Oh,
Nope.
We are running out there. I think all of
Yeah,
us are
Magnus
like,
leaps off the top bunk. Yeah.
hell?
Jesus Christ.
Ah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
run as fast as my little legs can carry me and try to physically pick him up.
Who has the most athletics?
Probably
me,
Magnus.
actually. I think I have 3.
Yeah, we have 2.
And dexterity?
I have a total pool of 5.
6.
4.
And
Yeah.
you'd get there first.
Ah! I'm gonna try to physically grab him on the waist and pull him away from the
It's a
tree.
strength brawl.
Let's do it.
Maybe that's what I should be. Ooh. Ooh.
Where are all my dice? No, but
Don't
seriously,
have a lot
where-
of dice today.
Where's all my...
That's a good question, actually.
Put them in one of your dice bags and then move it away. Were you using them to check something?
I have lots if you need extras, by the by. But
You're connected by the headphones. So
But I want my dice. It's fine. I'll do it
One
this
of
way.
mine is still on the floor, right?
oh yeah,
But we'll get it after.
Definitely missing
yeah.
most of them. Better hope this one doesn't fall.
oh,
Okay. Go ahead.
brutal outcome.
Okay. So there's that. And here's mine.
Hey!
Considering that Zach is rolling on 5 rage. Okay, so sure. You are trying to cause damage now. How many successes would you have dealt?
2
+4.
plus 4 is 6. Yeah.
6. Great.
Is it damage or is it a grapple?
I
Is
mean,
there a difference when it comes to?
Well, it's damage now.
like I think he's saying, yeah, because it's
Oh,
a
okay.
brutal. I think now it's become. I'm just trying to hurt. You know,
In that flash of rage that is associated with this, when Dante grabs Zach, instead of it just being a grab, I'll give you the option. You can either throw him at the tree itself, or you can really wrench him and just like throw him away from the tree.
it's got to be away.
Okay.
That's the goal.
When you wrench him and throw him away from the tree, Zach comes up in Krenos.
Right.
Spittle and blood just spraying from his mouth as he screams out.
God damn it. Can I gain a rage?
Oh, yes,
Can
please.
we all get?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, can I as well? I should say.
And I'm gonna pop into Glabro.
Same.
Yeah. I think we've done this before, guys. We're doing it again. Gotta
Bite him in the ass, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I keep my Raj.
One of those days.
Oh no.
Okay. Round. Didn't realize we were doing this.
I
but
mean-
here we are. I rolled. So the thing is, I only have 4 rage dice
Okay.
right now on me.
Yeah.
Because my 5th is somewhere.
With the rest.
So I rolled, and I saw that I had A1, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, I have 1 die left to roll, and it.
I saw
Oh.
the 2 show up, and I was
Yup.
like, well,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, that's not great.
Okay. So, who's acting on what?
I am launching. So I'm launching myself at Zach to try to. I mean, he's in Krinos. I'm trying to knock him down. I'm trying to fucking knock the wind out of him. Yeah.
Okay. Zach is going after you.
Yeah.
But before we deal with that, I just want to know what these 2 are doing.
Yeah, I'm just setting up my combat cheat sheet.
Oh.
yeah. I was just trying to see if there was anything else I could do, but nothing I want to do right now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to pin him. So let's look at the stupid grapple gambit rules.
Yay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be joining you in that.
You're basically all dogpiling him.
Yeah, we don't want to hit the boy. Not yet.
We're just because all of you are trying to do it.
Yeah.
Roll.
All of you are going to roll strength brawl.
Okay.
Zach, because remember that you have your +2, but it's also you changed this round, so it's -2. So it's just going to be your flat pool
I'll use my rapid shift.
that you can do because
Nice.
you got
Nice
some
job.
moves.
So I will roll that.
But Zach, however, has
Moves of his own.
moves of his own.
Oh, no.
Okay. So he's going to attack you. So whatever your roll is going to be versus this, and then he'll attempt to just throw the 2 of you off. So everybody roll.
Here we go.
Yeah, that is enough successes and not a lot.
That's good.
A lot of 1s and 2s in there. Right, I think it's enough.
4 successes.
Okay.
You're that was rapid. Okay.
4, you said?
Yes.
Dante, take 5 superficial.
I feel like I'm going in
You,
low.
you bounce off. He just literally takes his claws and just right on your face and throws you away from him.
Yeah.
The 2 of you, however.
Oh, actually, that's
5 successes.
7 successes.
Oh, that's going to be a lot harder for him to deal with. All right, hold on. Oh, 1 fewer die there. No, there's no extra zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, okay. 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Which one got the 7?
Me.
Did you get
Oh,
a range?
sorry, I have to re-roll this because I have 1 fewer die.
looks in the chat now. Do we think the Northern Guard are going to be mad? Look in the
Okay.
chat, please.
So the next up, Troyan, when you arrive, after Dante gets flanged,
Flag.
you join him shortly after.
I get flung.
You get flung. You're not taking any damage, but he manages to fling you off, but that's distracting him enough that now you manage to get your arms around him. He's still huge, but you now have successfully grappled him, which is very hard for a Krinos werewolf.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done it without the three of you. When you're flung, you manage to land on your feet. Like you're not.
Nice.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm going to say face down in the mud. Like
For Dante?
Yeah, for me. Sorry, yeah, bloody, just like
Dante,
yes.
roll me your willpower.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. This is not impacted by being physically, whatever the word is, not incapacitated. I think we're fine.
No, because it's a mental roll, not
That's
a physical roll.
That's right. Awful close to a brutal outcome,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. I am Gucci, I believe. I have 1, 2, 3 successes.
Yep, you're fine.
Okay. Oh! We're gonna get a talking to from the Northern Guard. I mean, and then we're gonna be like,
There's my
It's the child's fault.
Yeah.
my dice bag.
Hey! Is that an RPGClinic branded
That
dice
is an
bag?
RPGClinic dice bag.
Wow.
There exists one.
Wow. You can't have it. Sorry, Chad.
Yet.
You can't. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. But you can get our safety cards.
Yes, those are free on our
Those are
website.
Dice.
Thank God.
It fits. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's less than
Ooh,
because then I can do.
that is so satisfying.
And then
Okay,
it doesn't fit.
so round.
Yo.
Zach is in frenzy and so therefore doesn't have to spend willpower in order to stay up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Krenos for longer than 4 rounds, consult a doctor. So that's round.
Mm-hmm.
Actions.
So is the only way to break him out of it to render him unconscious?
So, leaving frenzy. Once every perceived threat is dead or silenced,
Well,
then you can make a roll. Otherwise, you're gonna have to put him down.
all right, putting him down it is.
Unless you have access to like certain gifts. There's a talisman that will do it as well, but I don't think you have it.
No.
Weird. My equipment list actually says that I do.
Yep.
Oh wow, hey.
Oh, crazy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Strength roll. Okay.
Maintain the grapple.
Is it just to maintain these rules are definitely in VTM focus?
But you can like crush him while you're
You can damage them
Yes.
if. Yeah.
Yep. So that's strength brawl.
Yeah.
Remember that now you have your +2.
Yeah. Well, it's because of rapid trick.
What about you?
So I could just try to keep punching him in the face.
Yeah, you can sucker punch.
There's also Gorgon's Visage, which if he failed it he'd be paralyzed for the rest of the scene. And then we would chloroform?
So he has
Oh my
a 3
God.
dice bonus to resisting mental gifts or gift-like effects. Is it a mental gift?
He'd have to combat it with a wits occult, so yeah.
So yes. So he would get 3 extra dice. That's not saying that it's
Yeah,
impossible, but because frenzy basically just is like
Yeah.
much like a certain person who you and I just recently met who runs around a lot and
I wouldn't know anything about that. Let's see. Okay, so then she's gonna punch him in the
Okay.
face. Sorry, bro.
My action is looking for any lights that are still on. Anyone who's still up at the camp.
oh, you want to draw attention to yourselves at this time?
I need help. Yeah. I mean, we don't need help, but like,
There's still some late night people at the lodge.
I mean, how pissed are they going to be to be like, to be like, oh, they can't handle their own shit.
Gil has an interesting
Yeah.
question. Do you want to regenerate?
I do, because I still have enough rage to do so, so I will. What do I want to say? Yeah.
Regen first. Get that out of the way. All right. Between you and me, I have to make sure that I replace a bunch of these with. I mean, I guess rage dice don't really matter right now. What's gonna happen? No, but I can brutal.
Brutal.
Yes, true, yeah.
And he critically did it.
Right. Yeah, more rage.
I didn't. Okay.
9.
8. So he'll take 1, and the grapple's maintained. He can't effectively dodge you
Yeah.
that well.
Yeah.
Good try.
Is that how that works? Grappling has never been a great
I
thing
can pass
in,
you the sheet if that's useful.
like, any game.
Tiny text.
Oh, what page is it?
Because this is the expanded mechanics.
Oh, yeah, okay, then
13.
here.
Yeah, it's the bottom right.
Rerolling. Good. Mm. That's right, Captain Bluey. That's what we want. Lots of news.
Okay, they can still defend. They just can't act against anyone else. Did you roll?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to defend, which is not nearly as good a pool. Ooh. Okay.
7.
5. So that's 2 more.
Okay.
I mean, he's got +4 on all of his stuff, right? So at the moment he's a nasty boy.
He's a machine.
And Dante has left combat.
Okay.
So you're running towards the lodge.
Yeah.
Okay. Round.
Rinse and repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm gonna regenerate, but I'm rage.
This is good. This is the 3rd round. So after this, we're gonna go out. Oof. Okay. Are you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Reduce the number of dice I have. Okay.
7.
Okay. I rolled 7.
Okay.
So he will break free of the grapple here, as he equalizes you.
I brutaled, and 7,
So 7, including
including the brutal.
Okay, well, I brutaled, but since my brutal is not an attempt to damage you, that means I just fail.
Oh.
So that's 7.
Okay.
We're gonna say that'll be enough. It would technically it's gonna take you another few moments to like just continue to wail on him.
By the time whatever Dante's up to, like before people assemble or whatever.
Yeah, you'll have knocked him out. So while you're beating up a kid, you're headed at the lodge.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for on the left, but whatever. It's like.
So we'll say that on the left, flag at the ready and override are present still in the lodge. They're up late. Well, not too late. I mean, you were basically turning in for the night.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they're tying one on. Ask them.
I probably won't because
playing-
instead. Say again, sorry.
We're playing cards.
Playing cards. The door for the 3rd or 4th time tonight, the door slams open. Dante is soaked. He's got mud all over his face in front. And he kind of staggers towards them. It's under control, but I just want to make sure that Chained Oak is okay. He's looking at on the left. I don't know your spirit.
What are you talking about?
Zach, he was pissed. He was pissed he had to bleed it off, and he chose to take it out on the tree. We got to him before any damage was done. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
There's Go ahead.
Oaks grow their own armor. Did you chain him?
He hasn't been chained? No.
Did you miss the story I told you about why Chained Oak has its name?
I didn't miss... Sorry, yeah, no. He, Dante, like, fucking, I don't know, hits a nearby table or something. I didn't miss the fucking story.
Whoa, watch the table. If you're concerned about an oak tree, that's one thing. That table, that's an antique.
Looks at the table, looks back at everyone else.
Table's fine.
Yeah.
On the left is like getting up and moving in Dante's direction because he has concern and she's willing to follow him into the rain for it.
Yeah, Flag will finish his beer and stand up and follow.
Override points at her chips and's like, I counted these, and then gets up.
I understand, oaks are like a hardy tree or whatever. I'm talking more about whether the spirit might be pissed that someone wandered into camp and just clocked it.
You're worried that a spirit that took its name from holding on to a frenzying werewolf through the night might get pissed that there is a werewolf frenzying near it?
Yeah. I know that sounds stupid.
Let's be fair. It's not that he's stupid. He's just not from around here. And he's stupid.
Two things can be true at the same time, yeah.
There's a wink, and it's like, I know you're not stupid.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You're okay.
Oh.
You're kind of cute.
Are we about to come upon a massacre, or
I hope so.
should we be running?
Oh, me too. I hope so.
I'm pretty
After
sure.
you, Dante.
Fucking. He turns and heads back out into the rain.
Override reaches over and very casually picks up an umbrella from the door.
Love that.
Pops it open as she leaves the lodge. I don't know whether either on the left or Flag at the Ready would also do that, but
No.
Nah.
no, Override just is very happy to.
Love that. Thrilling for her.
On the left, we'll move to just keep pace with Dante as he's moving.
Yeah, I think there's some. He's not like sprinting because I think he knows that Macros and Troyan probably do have it under control, especially if the screaming sounds have stopped, or the snarling or whatever.
Okay, who would? What are the odds that Macros would just start screaming in pain just to fuck with Dante?
Like really
Not
good.
right now.
Not today, but
I
really
feel like
good.
when
generally.
Macros and Troyan are fighting side by side, it's very quiet.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like,
There's not much communication needed.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very like spooky.
Dante's clearly anxious is the wrong word. He's clearly very worked up. He turns back to on the left as he's moving. Look, I get what you're saying. All right, I don't know how things work around here with Chained Oak, with all of you, with the way that you do things. I'm just trying to be a good fucking guest and tell you that we had a problem.
No one's complaining about what you're doing, Dante.
He realizes no one's complaining, and he goes,
So far, you've done the right thing. Why don't you calm down? We'll figure it out.
balls up his
On the
glabro
left.
fists.
On the left, reaches out and sort of just sets a hand on his head. It's very similar to what she did to Zach earlier, but it's just kind of like a, hey, we're here. Not like a little kid ruffling hair sort of way.
Right.
We're creatures of rage. This isn't misbehavior. It's just loss of control.
How have the two of you set up Zach now that you've he's reverted to Hamid. I'll remind you that once you've frenzied, you do lose the wolf. Mm-hmm. Where are you putting him, or what have you done?
I would bring him back to the cabin so he doesn't get covered in rain.
I guess my other thought was just to prop him against the oak because it probably has big, thick branches to shield from the rain.
That works too.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
This seems to have been a quick enough conversation that maybe I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
take a moment and then maybe prepare to carry him off and then they appear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's leaned up against
I
or
think Troyan was
posted up
back to
against the oak
Hamid.
tree.
Dante, you can continue to regenerate, by the way,
Oh, nice.
until you decide that you don't want to risk your rage any longer. So what will you do?
That's a good question. I will take one more roll and
Go ahead.
because that's one rage. Yeah. So lose the rage,
One of
heal,
them.
but that's okay. So I'm still at one, and I'll leave it there.
Macros, Troyan, neither of you suffered any damage
Correct.
in the fight.
Nice.
So Dante, you return to these two propping an unconscious Zach up against the oak tree in the center of camp.
Good shit. Thanks, guys. Not easy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't sound fine. I'm fine. I just wanted to make sure that he gestures over his shoulder at the arriving 3 members of the Northern Guard. Just wanted to make sure we didn't offend anybody. And he gestures to the oak. The spirits, I mean.
Override glances at on the left. You're the ranking Philodox. Is he getting the full treatment?
On the left, lifts off her eye patch, and that sort of like ghostly smoke sort of trails away from the socket of the missing eye, and she's just gonna glance around on the other side to see if there's any negative spirits that have been attracted to what has happened here.
Nope. No, in fact, there's... it's quite calm in the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she moves her eye patch down again and just walks forward to, like, look at Troyan, look at Macris, make sure that they're both okay, and then, like, look down at Zach and make sure he's not gonna swallow his tongue while he's regenerating or something.
Zach looks like he's okay. Aside from just being muddy and wet, I think Macris and Troyan appear fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know why? He lost his shit?
Dante looks a bit sheepish.
He got needled, he's young, he's susceptible to getting pissed off.
He's
after.
grieving the loss of his mentor. He's feeling unmoored. He's angry when he receives praise, and he's angry when he receives censure. He's just angry. And he needed to feel it, but he also needed to get out of frenzy really quickly.
One of those we lost recently was the one who inducted him into the Silent Striders.
We know Dusk really well. New.
Right. No.
Override has walked towards the tree and is looking down, kind of angles her head back and forth. Chained or no?
You're acting like his pack. Did he commit a crime against you?
No.
He didn't commit one against us. Should he be punished?
Macris scoops him up.
Oh.
No chains.
Override pats the tree quite affectionately, actually.
Oh.
Just like it's nice. And then doesn't seem disappointed by the ruling at all, but drops the chain. So remember that this chain, the one that is embedded into the tree, half of it is outside. Half of it is just like it's been grown over. So when she drops it, it goes onto the ground, but it doesn't fall all the way.
As long as there was no offense caused to you, I think he'll probably have learned a valuable lesson today about rage.
I'm gonna tuck him
And what do you
in.
think that lesson is, Dante?
Kind of a little bit like what you guys were telling us earlier tonight. Sometimes you just gotta run free. Sometimes you just gotta know where your limits are and how to manage that. It's hard to manage being guru sometimes and what that means. But I think most of us have done a pretty damn good job figuring out what we need to do for ourselves. I think maybe Zach hasn't.
Override has moved quite close to Macris so that she's holding the umbrella over
Oh,
the two of you.
Yeah, Macris is gonna head back to the cabin to tuck him in.
Let me go get some... Actually, here. should go to the shower hall first. Get him cleaned up.
Yeah.
I'll go grab towels.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, and she wedges the umbrella.
Torin takes the umbrella.
And then she
He
dashes
could have
off.
just like shouldered him and done
Right,
that,
yeah.
but yeah, that's nicer.
Looks
Kind of
back.
a-
Looks back and just, you might all need a little anyway, and I'll grab more. And she just continues to run
Fair,
off.
yeah.
Kind of a use it or lose it situation, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
With rage?
Yeah.
Unless there's
'Cause it's-
Go ahead.
It is what you are, Dante.
It is. But there are...
Part of you.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just... Sometimes it's not usable. Sometimes it's not... I don't know. It's a part of who I am and it's a part of who we all are, but sometimes it's too much. We can't... He looks over at Zach. Imagine if we were in some fucking crowded shopping center or some shit. You know? Innocence.
That's also what we are, though. If he's on his own, no mentor, the three of you aren't around, yeah, that's fucked. That is a fucked situation. And if he flips his shit in a shopping mall, there's a lot of damage that could be there. But we've got, when we pack up, people looking over us. We read each other. Here it's safe. If he wants to lose his shit here, fine. The worst that's going to happen is somebody gets hurt. But somebody always gets hurt. Right?
Yeah.
And I recognize that you guys are from a much bigger city. And there's a lot more people close in. And so it feels like something that you have to tether. But maybe the reason you feel like you have to tether it is because you're constantly trying to tether it. I don't know if Ryan's got some wisdom to share on that. But you don't look around with your eyes and then complain that you see too much and you have to close your eyes because you just can't handle how much you see. And if you can hear, you don't plug your ears because it's just too much having to listen all the time. You don't put on gloves to make sure you don't feel everything that's around you. Like, this is just part of you. It's part of being the monster and the man at the same time.
On the left, why do you think the right of tranquility exists? Yeah, there's a right of rage. Sure. We gotta get pumped up before battle. We gotta make sure that we have our shit together. Why do you think that it's part of who we are to know how to shed rage too? I see what you're saying. You're right. You don't blot out the world just because there's a lot of it, just because it's overwhelming. But overwhelming vistas of mountains and forests and lakes don't fucking kill people. We do.
A little bit more.
A little bit more
As-
what?
Actually,
Yeah,
this
sorry.
this wilderness does kill people all the time.
Fair point.
So push it a little bit more. What else do you need to get off your chest, Dante? What made it so whatever happened inside the cabin ended up this way?
has nothing to do with you or this place. It's between.
Oh,
It's not even. It's not even between me and Zach.
so
I'm just trying to be a good. I don't know. I'm just trying to be a good guru for him, and he didn't.
okay. Who says you're not?
He does with his actions, with his words, and with his fucking attitude.
You're looking at very recently no longer a cub and measuring your renown against his experience in this world?
Maybe I am.
Why the fuck do you think you're failing him? Has he said that?
No, of course he hasn't.
Then why do you think that's true?
Because he treats us all like we're. Dante's getting very, very close to saying something that he might, that might kind of upend a worldview here, but
Cool.
I'm gonna
Roll me
yield to
your
it.
roll me your composure etiquette, please.
Are we still here, or have we gone to the shower?
Actress would have headed off to the show.
All right, Friend's going with her then.
I just received a phone call from an unknown number, but it doesn't seem like a spam number, so I'm just trying to see if I happen to know this person, but it doesn't seem to be the case, so I'm going to stop.
I got 2 successes.
You can successfully resist saying it if you wish.
He can try to find a different way to phrase it exactly, you know. Everyone treats us a certain way because of our renown. I get it. We've done things. We've taken actions that are glorious and honorable and wise. Sure, fine. He's acting like he doesn't know what his place in this world is, and he's acting like he doesn't think he's worthwhile.
Okay. He doesn't know what his place in this world is.
You have to carve your own place. No one tells you. Yeah, sure, we have titles, we have auspices, we have tribes, we are given things, we are assigned things. People expect things from us. But
Okay.
you have to take the space that you need in this world.
Does he have to do that on your schedule?
I'd like to see him do it on any fucking schedule.
How do you know he's not? It should be very clear that
Yeah.
she's needling him back. She's trying to provoke him.
It's working.
Off in the distance, leaving the lodge and heading towards the shower hut, is Override, now carrying like a big stack of surprisingly floofy towels.
Ooh, I'm gonna have a shower.
Only the best.
Only the best.
Could I
Also,
drop one rage, John? I feel like Troyan's like really calmed down since the fight.
also carrying a garbage bag that seems to be filled with something, but what? When she arrives at the shower hut, so the shower hut has like some stalls with, but there's also one section which some of the stalls have been ripped out, and it's been converted into a makeshift wash your bike
Nice.
area.
Nice.
And then she points and says, probably just hose him down from here.
Yeah, Macros would be bringing him down to his undergarments, and just like
There's a
carefully,
hose.
like. No, she's gonna grab a towel or like some paper towels or whatever, and just try to like wipe the mud off of his face, and like she's gonna be gentle with him.
Troyan helps hold
Yeah.
him steady or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
Macros needs,
yeah.
basically.
So he's breathing.
Yeah,
You.
yeah,
He's breathing, but he isn't reacting
Yeah,
to what's
exactly.
going on. He's essentially a rag doll.
yeah. Hit in the butt, but it's propping him up against the wall. But definitely that like larger area is appreciated compared to one of those little fucking phone
Oh,
booths.
God.
my god.
Kid clearly means something to you.
He's a kid.
I've met kids.
He's a kid.
But you give a shit about them.
Give a shit about most kids. Even if they're on the wrong side, I want to give them a chance to cross.
He's not on the wrong side.
No.
So I brought there's some sweats and towels.
Thanks. Probably a better fit than my lanky ass.
Can I,
Overs.
when you have a second, can I talk to you? And she's looking here at Troyan.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
got this.
It's not going to be long.
And Macros is like completely like in addition to the range, she's drenched in cleaning him, but she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, like
But,
there's mud falling off of you, falling off
Yeah.
of you. Like
Clean my hands before I try to clean him. Yeah.
you're getting dirty as he's
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
between yourself.
Yeah.
All of that.
Not efficient, but whatever.
Zach's like vaguely regaining some, like, not consciousness,
Yeah.
but like you can tell that he's like, the water is, at least he's reacting to
Every
it.
now and then she's like pinching his nose so that she doesn't get water up his nose and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like probably not a pleasant awakening whenever he does.
Override steps far enough away to kind of, not to shut Macros out, but definitely more of like, I'm here to talk to you, and if you need to keep it down, we can. So you're here about Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay. How well do you know him?
We didn't even know what he looked like until he walked in, said his name, so
Okay.
not well. Why?
I'm just checking to make sure that you're okay.
Why?
He's intense.
We just fought off a raging, frenzied guru tonight. Intense seems to be on the menu for this visit.
This is a guy who willingly gets himself thrown into jail just so that he can talk to people. And he doesn't care what he does to do that. This is a guy who, when he figures out what he wants, he does it. And it's not that he breaks the rules to get it. He doesn't understand the rules. A lot of us care a lot about him. But I figured it would be worth telling you that in order to get him to see sense, you might have to break some rules yourself.
Why don't you tell me about a situation you've been in with him and how you handled it successfully?
You sound like an interviewer.
You're trying to prepare me. Help me prepare.
The problem is that he's popular enough that no one's going to like it if you crack his head around a little bit. But that's how I had to do it once. Just be careful. I'm no Philodox, but I know that they're not going to take it kindly if it looks like you're trying to hurt one of us.
So what do the Philodoxers do? I'm an Arun, but I don't have to hit people, despite what tonight would lead you to believe.
I mean, I'm an Arun too.
Yeah.
I hit him.
Okay. What does everyone else do? You're saying
They stay
break
out
the
of his
rules.
way. That's why he gets away with a lot. He's an old wolf. He's been around the block a few times, so they give him a lot of leeway. I don't know if he deserves that leeway or not. But you won't hear me saying that in front of Flag at the Ready.
What do you think of him?
Flag at the Ready?
No. Leaves.
I think he's a pain in the ass. I think that if I was in real danger, I'd want him to be the one to come after me.
Because he'd do whatever it took.
It's like he always has something to prove, but he won't tell anybody who that is. Yeah. Because he'll do whatever it takes.
Well, in that case, I'm glad he's in your corner.
Look, I got a lot of respect for Bonars. They're tough. But everything that they do seems to have a purpose. And that guy's as Bonari as they come. Here she's dropped her tone a little bit. It's probably not enough so that Macros wouldn't
She's
hear.
not trying to eavesdrop, though. She's focused on the task.
So then,
yeah.
Anyway, I'm not trying to scare you off or anything. I just
You couldn't.
yeah. Somehow I think that's true.
Sorry we interrupted your game.
Nah, I was losing anyway.
Something tells me you only lose when there's nothing to gain by winning. Where'd that come from?
Wait, did I say that?
Did I? Is this?
Is this a good line?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely like a distinct, like,
I'm in a room too. Night.
I'll see you around. And she heads out.
She heads in.
But America's probably done with Zach, and she's like, with some assistant from like they probably have some boxes or whatever to like prop the bikes up on or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's like sort of wedged him in a corner with a box that's like just to like sit and like drip dry a little while she then heads off into one of the stalls. But like, you know, the stalls probably like come up just enough to be PG, but like
Yeah.
this is a
these
kid's
are shower
camp.
stalls for a kid's camp,
Yeah.
right? Like
That's perfect.
So yeah, it's like PG. And so she's like sup.
Sup. Torin leans against the sink. She was warning us that apparently this guy is as bone gnawer as they get. So naturally, I had to come straight to you with the news.
So it's gonna be a pissing match, is it?
Oh, yeah. We have to be prepared to break the rules.
That's what started this whole thing.
But apparently, they wouldn't take kindly to us, like, committing needless violence against him.
Well, if he doesn't pull his act, then we won't need to commit needless violence.
I completely agree.
If he needs to get socked in the gut a couple of times,
And
it
so
worked
be
against
it,
Cleves.
you know? It did. It did.
And then she like ducked down to like rinse her hair, and she's like, you know.
You know, the way she was describing him sounded like the exact opposite of what Cleves is dealing with.
Everyone has their way of reacting to.
That's strange, isn't it?
Just because you came from the same place doesn't mean you end up in the same place.
No, but polar opposite? That feels like a pattern in and of itself.
Something. Mm.
before we return to Dante, do people need a break?
Covenant. Wouldn't mind a quick bathroom break.
Yeah.
May as well.
Look at these people.
I don't need to
breaks.
run for work, though.
Oh,
Like, go for a jog around the block?
Yeah. Need some exercise. Gotta exercise your kids.
Tragic, Aragorn. Nary and Osab to snatch up the
Mary.
Hey.
I heard that laugh.
Yeah.
Go for it.
BRB.
I mean, we've got this pack is missing two. They're missing a Philodox and they're missing a Galliard. They've kind of adopted a Galliard. They sort of, run them around a little bit.
We just need to find a Philodox, you say.
But there isn't a Philodox to set them on the right path.
Maybe that's why we're so interesting. It's because we don't have any balance. We're completely unhinged. He leaves us out. This guy. Just pull Sky away from taking care of, or to the moon, you know, because we get along so well with it.
I mean,
You
this
guys
is
have
why
to
I
take a
roll
road trip and find one.
Yeah.
to the moon's a Philodox.
Yeah.
Sky is a Philodox.
Yep.
Cleaves the Lie is a Philodox.
Not pack material.
Oh, not pack material, I see. A Red Talon Philodox. Ooh, Kung Fu Fenris.
Yeah.
Woof.
No. I mean, they're not quite as eat all the humans as they used to be, but they still kind of smell lingers.
So for people who aren't aware, in previous versions of Werewolf the Apocalypse, the Red Talons were made up of exclusively Wolfborn. And they just want to kill all the humans. It's an oversimplification, but it's not by much.
Yep.
Kill all the humans. I'm a fan of how the roles are divided in Guru society. Like I do kill the ad break. There you go. Smart move. Yeah. I wish that was why we ran the ads. It's not. We run the ads because we actually literally have no choice.
Yeah, like the ads will run if with or without us. We can at least try to jam them into a break to prevent them running in the middle of the rest of content.
Yeah. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why at some point we're going to investigate what else we can do about it. That's actually we should remember to put that on a if we ever do another census or poll or whatever, we should ask about platforms, because there's a lot of advantages to using Twitch, and there's a lot of places in which Twitch sucks. So
Yeah.
we're looking around. So the thing Kung Fu Fenris specifically is there's basically Twitch and there's YouTube. I'm not really willing to go on to another platform at this point. There isn't one that
I
exists.
did my research. Like, Kick is the third. It's full of trolls because they have no rules.
We are fucking not going on
Yeah.
Twitch or Kick. Sorry.
And then there's a Chinese alternative that pays you in special magic currency that you can technically convert into money, except they'd really prefer you to convert it back into gems that you can use to spend on the platform. And there's just like this infinite cycle of pretend money instead of real money. That's a no-go.
Yeah. The thing that I also, I mean, it's not even necessarily about money.
I just
Although,
don't want your money going into a pit.
yeah, like there's things that we were considering, like, do we shift away from Twitch and then we shift towards a Patreon or coffee type situation?
Mm-hmm.
Do we, because you can monetize on YouTube, but it's harder. We actually currently don't qualify. I don't think.
No, we need 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're quite
Yeah.
So it's a thing that we're looking into, but it likely won't happen until this campaign.
While everybody's at break and everything, can I establish a truth that we have just like in boxes, just like old camp shirts that never got distributed to counselors and kids and stuff from when the camp was active?
In fact, those are the sweats that
Yeah.
that Override passed along.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, that's nice.
Thank you.
so they will be very much a like. I think Zach's probably gonna get some that are like counselor in training.
Yeah.
Erwin, I only put my earbud in halfway through that sentence, and I thought maybe you were saying you personally owned a bunch of like material from a camp you used to like maybe be a leader at, and you were like, it went defunct, and now I have all this shit. Like, what am I supposed to do with it?
Including the wooden sign
Yeah.
that says open from March to October.
We also, I will freely admit, we don't try to remain 100% adherent to the rules. In fact, I would argue that for most role-playing games, it's a mistake. You should be doing things that work for you. But, the thing is, Twitch's discoverability is not great. And Twitch tends to do very well for video games and just chatting streams, and that's kind of it. YouTube is a better place to be discovered in that particular case. The thing is, though, that like we have emotes, we have a culture of we already have a set thing on Twitch. We have subscribers on Twitch that help when we have equipment that needs replacing or we have upgrades. In fact, we're planning on an upgrade
potentially very soon. Yeah.
Like very soon because the and the I'm not saying that we're in it for the money, but we also, we like being available and we like being able to give people stuff for their support. And things like emotes are one way that we can do that.
Oh, it's true. Not having the quote bot would be a tragic tale.
I think Firebot might be able to do YouTube chats. I'd have to check. The thing is, it is now possible for you to do both. You can go to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. Used to be that if you're an affiliate, you weren't allowed. Now you are. But there are certain rules about whether or not you're allowed to merge the chats together. Except I have seen partners merge the chats together.
Yeah,
and Twitch themselves have said, we won't come after you if you merge chats, but we might use it as an additional thing if you commit other offenses.
Yeah.
But like, I don't feel comfortable with people saying, well, it's against the rules, but it's not, but it is. Like, that's weird. So we're kind of in a situation where I would want to just examine all of our things, but also find out from our audience, like, would you want to transfer over to a different platform, both for monetization purposes and for watching purposes and all of that? Like, who knows? Of course, if we also stream to YouTube, then that means that on YouTube it's up.
It's there. It's already
like as soon as you stream and you click done, then the stream is ready for you.
If I can just kind of slightly tangent also to just say thank you, DJ Quiver, because those are very kind words. Like, I realize it's within the context of like discoverability and having the stream shown to as many people, but DJ was just saying it's a crime that we're not seen by more people, and I presume it was directed to us and not somebody else. Can you imagine?
OSAP. It's a crime that OSAP.
Yes, it's a crime that OSAP isn't better.
Yeah, it's like Jorik's cloud. Jorik.
I like it.
Yeah, and Twitch being owned by Amazon is the thing. I'm not certain that Alphabet is much better. But
it's really that they were founded with "Don't be evil," and then they actually literally took it out of their like mandate.
I mean,
that's like.
Did you hit a character limit, guy?
Could you not raise that giant red flag?
What the fuck, dude?
Could you not?
We're also a little bit kind of sensitive to Amazon because we live in Quebec, and some Quebec Amazon workers attempted to unionize.
Succeeded.
They succeeded in unionizing. And then Amazon shut all Amazon warehouses in Quebec down.
For other reasons.
Exactly.
For other reasons. Which, A, means some inconvenience for the people who subscribe to Amazon, but B, much, much worse, just a lot of people lost their jobs. The Quebec government actually subsidized a whole bunch of these warehouses, and it was just basically like, all right, fuck you. It's...
Please give us jobs and convenient delivery. Bye.
And we'd not like that. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, clearly the solution is to record all of our streams, but not stream anymore, and we'll just mail all of our followers a VHS.
A VHS?
I mean, technically,
it's got to be VHS.
Just only stream on Discord, but I don't think we want to do that.
I was thinking, like, okay, how expensive? Like, I understand Twitch takes a cut because servers cost money and all of that. So how much would one server for one stream cost? And then we'll just start our own website. But we may as well just use
Start our own
Discord.
platform with
Yeah.
role-playing games and, I don't know, jokes about butts, probably.
And live react
And
to
live
the floor is lava.
Yes.
Oh yeah, tune in next week for all of us just
Live
making YouTube thumbnail faces.
Nailed it. Good job, guys. Wow. Yeah, honestly. Actually, new emote win. Anyway.
And just
I find
arrows pointing at nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it hilarious that my dad is actually sitting on several items that are currently cherished by Gen Z, which are point and shoot digital cameras, which are apparently now quite popular, even though they are legitimately much shittier than
My
your
brother
phone.
has a work colleague who literally is like, because we have inherited many of them, and he's just like, here you go, fix them up, play with them. Please develop whatever film you find as like the cost. So getting old film developed for free in exchange for
That's-
letting a Gen Z kid play with point and
That's
shoot.
really fun.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to get back?
Woof. Yeah.
In conclusion, fuck you, Bezos.
You think?
And the stream goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say stream goes down. Are we launching back into the scene in the showers or the scene at the
See.
tree? Okay. Dante's definitely cooled off somewhat on the left and flag at the ready. But he jams his very damp hands into his very damp pockets. I just want people to tell the truth. I just want people to give it to me straight and express to me what they need to express, like you're doing right now on the left. That's what I need.
Well, you're not going to get that. Not all the time. And you have to be okay with that.
A man can dream. But yeah, I am okay with it.
Don't dream for pointless things. What's
Yeah.
the issue?
He leans in. What do you mean don't dream for pointless things?
If you know you're never going to get it, why not focus your energy on something else? Like what is going on with Zach right now? Let's take into consideration where he is. He's a teenager. He has hormones. He also has a wolf inside of him now. It's been less than a year. He also had somebody who by birth was supposed to always have his back, and she doesn't. He had somebody who by words and deeds said, I have your back, and now he doesn't. Nobody else has said, I have your back for good.
He knows we do.
Does he?
There is no response, but I think you can probably tell that that's gotten through to him.
Did you say it? Because she's going to just keep pushing.
Yeah, fair. I guess we're gonna have to. Just so he
Because you
knows.
just asked, you just dreamed that people would just say what they need, just say what they want, and that would be what you need. But if you're just relying on him to pick up cues and assume, why can't you give him what you want for yourself?
Every time I try to give something to Zach, and frankly to a lot of other guru that I know, I get it wrong, or I touch a nerve. You know, creatures of rage, like you said. It's part of who
Oh,
we are.
then you
and I-
should probably just quit.
I'm not a quitter, Flag.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, all right. And show me.
Use it or lose it, Dante.
Better yet, don't show me. Show them. And he points to the cabin. I
Yeah,
bet you they got your back.
I know they do. Our actions speak louder than our words.
Yeah, but have you ever actually played charades with somebody? The reason it's a challenge is because who the fuck knows what anybody thinks one thing is?
It's true.
This is not a canoe, or
Definitely a canoe.
That's a
being
classic
said,
J
I'm very
stroke.
good.
You're say again. Sorry, flag is ready.
I said, that being said, I'm very good at charades.
Nice.
marathon stretch goal.
I bet. Bet you are.
Go get some rest. It's a long night. And I don't know when this rain's going to end.
I think we're all just trying to do the same thing. You know? We're all just trying to build something better. We're just doing that in different ways. I think it pisses me off, and he smiles at both of them in turn, that I can't figure out how exactly everybody wants to do that. Because I can't read minds. You're right. It's like charades.
Can I offer a perspective to consider?
Yeah.
I think part of what pisses you off is, and I don't know computers that much, but you don't get to hit enter and make it do whatever it is that you want it to do, and then it's done. It's never going to just be done. So you keep having to do it over and over and over. You got to keep filling it up with gas.
Thanks for the perspective. He smiles at them both. He's like clearly kind of drained and hurt and upset. A little, I mean, maybe not upset, but he nods to them both. Thanks for coming out to make sure everything was fine. I appreciate you doing that.
You want to hit the tree before you go to bed, or?
That'd be pretty fucking hypocritical of me, I think.
Dusty just unzips his pants.
Oh my god!
I gotta hit the tree. For bed.
No, Dante, no. Anyway, sorry. He's yeah. He'll start to turn to go to the showers, turn back, and just say thanks, and in just very simple and very sincere. Thanks.
Welcome.
And then he'll go and try to find his pack and Zach in the showers. Pack and Zach in the showers.
What's going on in the showers?
Showering, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Macros is probably done. Reaches she'd probably hung the towel on the next doll's door and just reaches across. And
Oh,
again,
he's
it's
reaching
like,
Oh, that's Dante's
I
job.
know.
Hello.
And again, I mean, I guess they're nice fluffy towels, so maybe it's actually more than literally the bare ultra mini skirt on her.
Oh God, I can't fucking stand when somebody's like, "Oh, here you go. You can use the shower, and here's your towel," and they hand you
It's like a hand towel.
it's the size of a Triscuit,
Fucking hell.
and you're like, "What am I supposed to do with this?"
It's true.
I had Kate-sized towels when I was living alone.
Oh, I didn't even do this.
Mm.
I didn't put myself into frenzy.
Oh. That's when the storyteller's in frenzy, though. It's different. JK.
So the garbage bag that Override brought has sweatshirts and sweatpants in them. No t-shirts. But they have they're all faded and they all have the camp's logo on them. One on the thigh, one on the chest. The ones that will fit Zach have counselor in training written on the back.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He is too, you know?
What a CIT.
Yeah, some Eckers would wrestle him into some sweats.
Override returns after a little bit and then just casually steps into a stall herself. When she takes off her jacket and her shirt, you see that there is embedded, an embedded metallic track that starts at the base of her skull and it goes down and along just her right arm, just as if it's been buried under the skin so that it's visible in some places, and then it ends at the palm of her hand.
Is that something we've ever seen before? In any of our downstream?
Not outside of like a cyberpunk.
Like Blade Runner,
like, yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy shit.
No.
I'm not there.
Macris is gonna pick up Zach. She's just gonna stay in her towel until she gets back to her room where she has her own clothes. But grab the umbrella.
Torian helps holding the umbrella. If it's still
We're all
raining.
done. Yeah, I was gonna give you a chance to be all done.
I was going to give you a chance to all the
Shit.
Just have a... Okay, just everyone get in the shower stall, all right? Just
Dante, what are you doing here?
Sorry. I
He's
think
already
help.
naked. He's already in the
I
shower.
was gonna...
Yeah, so she picks up Zach. Thanks for the help.
Look, he seems like a good kid. And there's more than a few of us who would want to adopt him. So
He is perhaps a few months off from officially being his own man, but if he wants to stay here, it's good to know he's welcome.
I'm not saying we're not picky.
He'd be a good pick.
It looks like it.
Shall we?
Yep.
Good night.
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 So what do you think that metal thing?
I have no fucking
What if
clue.
Dante would know? Maybe it's like a glass walker.
Let's tell him about it now.
I'm sure he's in a good mental state for a good, a good,
Yeah, this should be
a
good.
puzzle.
Dante's intention is to go to the showers and have a shower.
Hi,
so He's
Dante.
probably going to run into you guys, yeah. exactly.
Override's in there,
There's multiple stalls. Okay.
Okay.
but just so you know.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. He's okay?
You?
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
You don't have to be fine.
Oh, insight?
You don't want to be fine.
I know I don't have to be fine. He takes a breath. He takes a breath.
Oh, Macris just barks out a laugh.
People keep asking me what my problem is, and I guess I don't know.
I'm not asking you what your problem
I
is.
know you're not.
It's like the
I'm just
same as
saying, if you're fucking pissed, you're allowed to be.
telling someone to calm down. It's like, what's your problem? Well, suddenly I
Suddenly
have a
it's
problem.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I gonna give this guy time to sleep. I want to make sure that he knows that he's got a place with us. And I think he does. But I think I should say that.
So you know what he reminded me of tonight? Myself, in the months after my first change.
Mm-hmm.
Because Portia was gone, and suddenly I was in the care of her friends I'd never met before. She'd been killed in this horrible way by something I didn't understand, and I didn't understand what was happening to my own self. And I was so furious, I just lashed out at them every day. If I got through even 2 hours with only slamming a door in one of their faces, that was considered a good day. And what they did was somehow, miraculously, They made me feel safe to lose my shit around them. Because I knew they were never going to kick me out, no matter how hard I pushed. And I still treat them like that. And they still came to visit. That might be what Zach needs from us, which means if you're ever looking for a thank you, or even a kind word, you might not get it. But this matters a hell of a lot more right now.
This.
Being someone who can care about you no matter how much of a little shit you are.
How do you tell someone that?
Just there. No matter how hard they try to push you away. You're just there.
Okay.
What I'm saying is sometimes the harder he pushes, the more he's trying to test you. Just don't go anywhere.
I don't think I was planning on it.
I know.
Okay.
You're a good kid.
Thanks, Mom.
You gonna punch me? Fucking try.
No. We don't have to do this.
They have nice towels.
Was that into her?
Iris. They have nice towels.
Oh. Good. Yeah. Well, time to use one.
Macris is still wearing just a towel.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay, great.
yeah.
Which is gonna get filthy out in the rain again. Yeah, that's
fine.
great. Perfect. Oh yeah, of course.
There's
Never
a
mind.
rack is under the umbrella.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
The umbrella moms.
Yeah.
Dante reaches out and he's still filthy, but he's gonna reach out and then think better of it and just like nod at you.
Yeah,
both.
I just fucking showered.
Yeah. I know. All right, I'll see you guys back at the cabin. Let's get some answers tomorrow. And he's gonna push past them, not roughly. He's gonna like go in to have a shower.
So when you get in,
Yeah.
Override's still in there.
Okay.
You also equally notice that metal track that seems to be embedded under her skin.
Would I have any idea of what it could be?
Sure. Why don't you roll me your intelligence occult?
Ooh. My first thought was some sort of sick neural link, which does not exist.
That was a really good roll.
9 successes.
It is a Glasswalker talisman known as a Mad Track. MADTRACK.
I mean, 9 successes would get you the
I suppose that's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Its function is as a last resort device. She can use it to create an electric pulse, which will fry whoever she's touching with it, but it will fry her as well. It derives its power directly from her rage. It's extremely dangerous, and not something that most guru would ever consent to using, because to use it is likely going to mean that while the other person might go down, you will go down too.
Dante's a lot more, I think, kind of calmer than he was before, but he's still going to basically peel off clothes and just like slop them on the floor as he's moving towards a shower stall.
You want to go in here?
Excuse me?
Did you want to come in here? Calm down a little.
I'm good.
I've struck out with both of your pack mates. You're my last chance.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a competition.
Was that a swing?
He stops at the entrance to the shower and just peers.
Doesn't have to be. Just peers at what?
At her. Like at her. Can I see her? Actually, yeah.
I mean, the stalls are up. Like they're designed. I don't know. When was the last time you saw MASH?
Actually, not that long ago. I did see an episode. Anyway.
So in the showers in MASH, they go up to here.
Okay.
on your chest.
So he can look at her pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
In the eyes, I want to be clear.
Just getting here, I know that there's something that I can do to help.
He continues to slop off his clothes because they're wet. Yeah. I didn't think I'd ever see a mad track in the wild.
I don't lose.
That much is obvious. It's really wild to commit to that sort of a last resort mentality. He is intending to move into the shower stall. He's just like still peeling off clothes.
How many clothes?
I don't know how many clothes does he have on.
So many layers.
They're
of
wet,
flannel.
so they're like really annoying to
It's like
take
my
off.
seventh
Like,
t-shirt.
yeah.
I'm at summer camp. I'm wearing my polos.
You know the apocalypse. How some people say that it's already happened.
Mm.
I'm not living in a world where the apocalypse has already happened. You know, I've never used it.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Got it installed 5 years ago.
It's a long time to live with something like that.
Still works. I know it works. Tested it a couple of times. On the lowest possible charge.
Yeah.
You know, I can absolutely fucking fry a telephone with this thing.
Not sure why I'd want to.
Some people jam tech.
People burn it forever.
Face the wall.
Oh.
She opens the stall door. Face the wall.
This is an important question.
Hmm?
Is she nude?
Yes.
Okay. He is as well, and I just didn't want to have that. In a movie, he'd be like totally naked, and she'd open it, and she's wearing a swimsuit or something, and he's like, "Ooh, I misread that situation."
A full wetsuit.
Yeah. He steps in and does.
You feel two fists just drive themselves underneath the rib cage. Not a punch, but
Eastern Province style. Yeah.
shower.
I'm gonna have a naked fight in there.
Dead within
Welcome to Eastern Province, motherfucker.
I'm the Vigo. I'm the Vigo.
God damn it, Dante.
Just drives two fists underneath and just finds that knot that develops, and then just rolls her fists. Like it is not gentle. Just rolls her fists under so that she can just really get in there.
He's breathing into it. He's fucking tense up and down his spinal column.
Breathe the steam.
Deep breath in. Deep breath out.
Tell me what you want.
I just don't want to think.
It's too bad. I kind of liked hearing what was coming out of your mouth. And then she pushes hard. Just enough so that like you can feel that like
Oh yeah.
your life is tense.
Comes with the territory.
You don't want to think. Is that because you want to get riled up? Or because you want to get riled down?
I don't know how to respond to that question.
Is that what Dante says?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I thought I was waiting for another thing to say. I got nothing else.
You tend to get what you want, but only if you ask for it. What do you want?
I already told you. I want to not think. I didn't mean ever. Oh no.
Her hands reach around. One of them slides over Dante's mouth, not his nose.
Okay. So specific.
This is going on the live trip.
The other one goes in a different location.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. Back to the two of you.
Macros lays Zach down on his bunk and tucks him in and gets herself into her own clothing.
Hi! Splitty. I'm offended that he muted himself so we couldn't hear it on
Yeah.
stream.
Wait.
Hey, wait! Oi, wait up! I was watching that.
Come back. You aren't gonna understand that gesture. I guess Apple TVs.
Yeah.
Still.
Hotel rooms still have inevitably
There
like
you
the
go.
oldest fucking TV. and stuff.
Zach, once he's laid down on the bed, when he turns over, he pulls the pillow and just clutches it to his chest as he sleeps.
She digs into the bottom of her bag and has some like snacks. He's like a granola bar and a pepperoni stick on top of his bag next to his bunk. Like
You're hungry after
fighting
all
makes you hungry. Yeah, exactly.
Troyan gives Macros a fond smile at this.
Then eat snacks.
Then takes the snacks for
No,
herself.
I can't.
No.
Right.
She does not. She sends a text
Oh.
Nice.
to Dante saying, "How's the sex?" No, she does not. She sends a message to Slade. I have a question about your old pack. But that's the only. She's not going to ask it yet.
Period.
What is Macros doing?
I'm awake now. I'm probably gonna get some water or something. You want anything from the canteen while I'm out?
Could you scope out their tea?
Sure.
Thanks.
She's gonna
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, we got
grab the umbrella and head back out in the rain.
Be rough, I think.
Head into the mess hall.
You get a phone call.
Hi.
Slade grunts and then says, "These things are still used for phone calls, right?
Apparently.
What do you need to know?"
Did you ever play Candy Crush? That's not the question.
No. Why?
It's one of those match 3 games. I was thinking of things people use their phones for still, besides calling.
Match 3.
Oh god. Oh, we said the words.
John just
Weirdness.
1,000 yards stairs.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No,
can
don't
you
worry.
imagine?
Zach is safely
Zach
back in
is
the
safely
cabin.
not in the showers right now.
God. Did you 3 have a name for yourselves?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You comfortable sharing it?
It's very... There's... Like, her voice is dripping with embarrassment.
We're louder than words until we think of something else, if that's any consolation.
Louder than words.
We sound like a couple of knobs, but I kind of like it.
No, it fits you.
Really? You think?
It's what attracted me to you in the first place.
Troyan lets herself blush because she's on the phone.
And there's no one there.
So what was it?
Twist of fate.
I like it.
It was Dew.
Yeah?
Dew's the one who named us.
Did he come up with like a long list and you got to veto his suggestions, or it was just that one and you knew?
He came up with one, and I hated it. And Cleves the Lie liked it, and that was that.
That was 2 against 1. What would have been your pick?
I'm not good at this.
I won't tell anyone.
I think I would have said something along the lines of... Truth burns.
As the 3 of you are spitting mean truths?
None of us have ever spat a mean truth.
Are you kidding me?
Troyan, I'm going to lose them both, aren't I? It's okay. I've known. I've known for a while.
Just because it's the life that we don't necessarily sign up for but are given doesn't make it any less difficult.
It's not that it's difficult. It's just I accept it. And that's okay. It's just weird. You'd think that this would be harder for me. But it's not. Does that make me jaded?
No. No, you've always had You've had your rituals to go through post-battle. It makes sense that you would have ways of protecting yourself against loss. And to a certain extent, I'm envious.
Was there anything else?
It's embarrassing.
What?
I miss you.
That's not embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Don't embarrass me by feeling embarrassed. I wish you were here.
There's enough room for you on this bottom bunk. We'd have 3 other roommates. I think Dante's having sex with someone in the shower right now.
Does Apotheosis know?
I'm sure they have some arrangement. I don't think he would do it if it would get him in trouble.
Today on the podcast, we're going to discuss multiple partners.
Here I was thinking.
She stays in exactly that position until Dante's finished.
Damn.
And then she takes a step back, just very delicately just washes her hands. Feel better?
Yeah.
Good night.
You're not going to stay for a bit.
I'm clean. We'll see about you. And then she gets out of the stall.
Okay.
Takes one of the towels that remains, not all of them.
She should take both and all the clothes.
It's like my
And
hair.
run off. It's camp. People are little shits at camp.
camp.
It's camp.
Leaves.
Guess I'm all alone in there now. Do you want some solo roleplay or again?
I mean, do you?
Is that what they call
Is
it?
that what they call it?
Damn it! I hate it. No. Look, I'll just say it's very simple. Dante's gonna shower, towel off, take his sopping wet mess of clothes. If the garbage bag of extra clothes is still here, and there are
Yep.
more
Do you
of
think
them,
we
then
took
I
that?
will.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
also gonna put on some, probably not counselor in training clothes, but maybe. He's asleep.
Yeah, you can just put on the sweatshirt from Camp Jerk if you wanna.
And
It's a personalized one.
there's a reason. No, there's a reason the sign got
ERCEFYEWAN.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like
Camp champs.
75. The fuck? This thing's still it's
God,
just
it fits
dust in my
perfectly.
hand. Yeah. It fits perfectly. But look, he's gonna put on some sweats, head back to the cabin, and pass out. Unless, something else happens.
Surprised that he has the stamina to like stumble all the way back to the cabin.
Fall asleep in the yard?
In
Like
the mud. Well, I guess I need another shower now.
someone chalk outlines him, he's just
What a guy.
that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Akris, you're headed back to the lodge.
anyone there?
Is anyone there?
Is anyone there?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, thanks again. Sorry again. She heads towards the kitchen.
Sorry for what?
Yeah, we're guests. We made a ruckus.
We're wolves and we're bikers. We like ruckus.
Figured it wasn't that big a deal. That's why I'm not bowing down, kissing your feet. You got any tea back here?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
She's like been cleaning up cards and chips, but like there's still the stack of chips that override left. Yeah, on the table. With like 2 missing. And then she heads into the kitchen to help her find the tea and set up the kettle.
Cards. Makes sense for a camp. Quiet nights.
We're lucky that we've got space like this.
Yeah. Nice to have a home that's sort of away from it all.
Have you guys got that?
Yeah. We got a bar. We've got free passage at some cairns. And an assortment of apartments that probably cost way too much for way too little.
Real talk.
But I mean, do you have a home that actually feels like a home?
My pack is my home. And that's a nice start.
It's a great start.
Yeah.
Travels.
Travels?
Your pack. It's one of those
Yeah.
things you can take with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move.
Yeah. You can take it with you.
Head anywhere you want to. South even.
Yeah. Or north. Or all the compass directions.
Yeah. Is it...
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Thanks for giving us a talking to.
Anytime. Is it going well up there?
We're succeeding. as much as anyone can. Making headway. Doesn't mean the shit doesn't stop flying. Imagine you have your own assortment of trouble down here.
Yeah. Which is why, Norman called you down.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I'm a little bit jealous.
Getting
I
cold.
I like solving stuff. But I think it's good that you guys don't have a debt just hanging out there either.
Yeah. If we ask you to join in because you're bored, then it won't count as repaying the debt because you'll have helped us again, and it'll just be this infinite cycle where we just have to keep seeing each other all the time, and it's gonna get awkward.
You know what? Actually, maybe you should ask us to help then.
Yeah? What y'all doing tomorrow?
Spectating, I think.
Well, we'll be able to hear you coming with the sound of those vehicles you like. Or do you have a silent mode?
I do.
High tech. Must have gotten override to set that up for you.
Overclock's good one today.
Something like that. What is Ryan to you guys?
Lead. She grins at the pun. He's connected to some shit. We're hoping he's got some answers. If not, Torin and I have the type that might just use him as bait.
It's so true.
Dante.
Oh my god.
I think Dante's too nice for that.
The door to the lodge opens up and Override comes in. She's dressed in normal clothes at this point, but she's got a towel which she's running through her hair.
Hope we didn't use up all the hot water.
There's always hot water when I'm around.
Iris, goes through many facial expressions and has no idea. She was like, I want to make a quip, but I got nothing.
Huh.
On the left, lifts a shoulder slightly, and your interpretation is as good as mine.
I guess that means getting into hot water. Yeah, well, par for the course with our lot. Speaking of which, and she stares at the kettle, which is
Fine.
Don't worry, I'm just here to grab my phone. There's 2 missing.
What?
There's 2 missing.
How much were they worth?
2.
Right. I don't know. Check with Flag.
You're the fucking worst, Philodox. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of your hair. I have a few messages to send.
on your online diary.
Not mine. And then she puts the phone into her pocket.
That is...
At least I wasn't the only one who ratted you.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah. Alright, I should get back. And she grabs she found the largest mug or drinking container.
Do you want me to
Fine.
take that over? I can drop it off. It's on the way. Seeing the hesitation, she's
Sure.
here, and then takes
Yeah,
the
there's
mug.
an enormous mug of water for Zach, and then a mug of tea for Torian. And
Thank you.
I didn't think to get any water for, but a normal amount of water for Dante.
Normal. He's none too thirsty right now, so that's fine by me.
Override leaves the cabin.
Anything I can help with? Like cleaning the stack of chips that she left without? Or are we leaving those so that she can count them in the morning again?
No, unfortunately, ants continue to be a menace.
Hmm.
But on the left goes over and just like snatches it up and starts rolling the top up so it can be stowed.
I was thinking poker chips. Now I understand. I was very confused.
I
for a
was
second.
also thinking poker chips.
Oh, for some reason, I just immediately thought she walked in with chips.
Oh.
Like Doritos. or
I love
something.
the idea that she's like betting on cards with salt and vinegar chips or something.
I
That'd be
would
so
not
good.
necessarily put it past people to bet on.
Yeah, that's great. You said
Yeah.
No, that's not a
I know.
barbecue. That's an old
anything.
Dresky.
Yeah, that's amazing. Love it. It's canon.
Okay.
Print.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
You. I would say that as she's sort of like contemplating her words a bit.
Yeah,
Longer
Macca's
because
like settling into a
she's
listening
philodoxing.
posture.
Dachshund.
You and your pack are taking on a lot. And I think it's good that you have brought Fight back to Montreal.
But
And
and
but erases everything you've just said.
Mm.
And I don't like the idea of you guys just spinning your wheels and staying stuck in the mud.
Right. Neither do we. Do you think that's what we're doing?
I hope not, but we're not up there.
We're making headway.
I don't think our way is your way. I think that's pretty clear. And I think we respect your way, and I think that you are coming around to understanding why we do things our way, if it's for you or not.
Yep.
By the
I
time,
guess.
sorry, I'm going to interrupt here for a second.
Mhm.
By the time Override makes it to the cabin with your tea, you would have already made it back. So she knocks, or her knock is a light kick at the base of the door because she's holding too much. You're still on.
Troyan is still on the phone.
Oh.
That's all drinks.
Yeah. Dante hops down and trots over to the door and opens it up.
Tea delivery. And water for, I assume, everyone else.
It's real nice.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
No problem.
Dante nods. John, can I get a can I make a insight roll?
Sure can.
What I would like to try to figure out.
You just bought insight, didn't you?
I did. What I would like to. I want to know if she's just putting on a face of like we don't, we can pretend that whole thing never happened. Is she trying to act natural?
Go ahead.
For someone else's benefit. Here we go.
I know exactly what answer I'm going to give, no matter what you roll.
What? Why am I rolling?
Because the answer changes.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm re-rolling. I was like, what's the point then? No, 3 successes.
She's not acting natural. She is natural.
Whoa. Dude. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Dante nods back and smiles.
Troyan would take her tea.
Yeah. So he's not trying to be an asshole.
In the phone. Look, I can't make it down there, but when you get back, I have a place I want to take you.
Is it embarrassing?
No, it's a restaurant. There's manufactured silence.
Yeah.
Here.
Important.
She slips outside the door because she's very aware that Dante's like right there with his water, and these cabins are small.
Yeah.
and, like,
So just to be clear,
And like he
Dante's
looks like
not-
a husk of himself.
Yeah. Dante's not eavesdropping. In fact, he's basically just like yeeted himself back onto his top bunk, and he's like turned to face the wall. He's going to sleep.
God.
No, not. He's not upset. He's just going to sleep. Okay, fine. You'll do this. No, sorry. The podcast, I did the I'm in a grave pose. He's just sleeping.
I love that our group just doesn't know how to do camp. We're so bad at camp.
We're snot.
That's great.
Glasswalker, Bonar, British person. I'm sorry. That's so rude, by the way.
Do you know that the Boy Scouts are originally British?
I do. And
So,
I was a Boy Scout. Thank you very much. And
what rank did you get?
I was a Scout.
You weren't an Eagle Scout?
I did not go to
You wouldn't be an Eagle Scout.
Pathfinder or whatever it is.
You know, Eagle Scout, you wouldn't be eligible anyway. Only Americans can be Eagle Scouts.
No, well,
You would have been a Queen Scout.
That's nice.
Well, now it would be
Now
a
it'd
King
be
Scout.
Yeah. I did not get that high, so to speak.
We've been playing games together too long.
Can I get a weed button?
We.
It's like it just turns the screen just a little smoky.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Aaron. Welcome back. Okay. Hey, he's not listening. I'm sorry. So please
Sorry,
continue your
Troyan,
content.
out of consideration for the people trying to sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
She leaves with her tea.
Complex admissions.
Hell. I don't want that on my tombstone, okay? I want to be clear.
Dante,
Yo.
get a text message. As you're drifting off, you can choose to answer it or not.
Well, he wants to look anyway. He's a silly boy. He's gonna look.
It's from Apotheosis.
Okay.
Are you looking at the text, or are you?
No,
going
yeah. Sorry, yes. Okay. Look at his text.
It just reads, "Hope you're having a good night."
Is there like a smiley face or anything? Oh, right.
She doesn't.
Probably she wouldn't do that sort of thing. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he'll shoot a message back.
There's an exclamation mark at the end of it.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry. Hope you're having a good night.
That's the one. I mean, how about a variation, Captain Splurry? Here it comes. He will text back. It's been a dramatic arrival already, but we're about to get things done for the Northern Guard.
I'm glad. Lonely here, though.
I can't wait to get back.
I can't wait to have your back.
He puts star you like to correct her in quotation marks, and then does
Oh,
one of these faces
dear.
like
I'll always have your back, Dante.
thank you. You know I've got yours. I don't remember changing it.
Oh, God, incredible.
Good night.
Yep. He sends the same back. Yep. I'm gonna have things to say about this at the end of session. I just want to put that out there now. Stick around till the end of session. Scott wants to talk about this.
At least it wasn't.
Maybe on his own channel. Who knows? Come on down.
Clinic hours.
You stepped outside.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm keeping you up.
I don't mind.
Aren't you supposed to get the whole camp experience? No phones. It's way too cold at night, way too hot during the day.
I never went to camp, but it sounds like you did.
I was a Girl Guide.
No shit.
In Canada, we call them Girl Guides, not Girl Scouts. Although, actually, now, we don't have Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. We just have Scouts.
Yeah.
But if she was in... Right. She was young enough...
Back in her day.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine you collecting those badges.
If you're good, I'll show you my sash.
Shit, you still have it?
Of course I do. I worked my ass off to get those merit badges.
You sell the cookies? You fucking sell the cookies.
We had to sell the cookies. So many cookies.
You're gonna have to show me your sales approach sometime, too.
I basically just asked my dad to buy them all.
Oh my god.
It's fucking
Or else.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Macros.
Thanks for having more nuance than would let on for Philodox. It's nice that you don't just judge me. Or you got more to you.
You haven't asked me to judge you.
Look, if it strikes your fancy, I can take it.
Are you happy?
That's... I think I'm content enough. I don't think I'm satisfied. But I'm working on it. How about you? You happy here?
Yeah.
Good. I shall aspire to reach your heights.
I've just accepted things can't be perfect.
Yeah. Just gotta find that balance between knowing that I can't do everything and not doing anything at all.
Macris, there was a really short time that any percent took shelter with us. And then went back. And they had some idea of how they got away and told that story.
What of it?
If it wasn't really bad manners, I would pitch sponsoring you. That is, bring you down to us.
Like the pack, or? That's kind. You don't need to worry about manners around me, but I think we've got some more to complete up north before we join Northern Guard. If we
No, I'm holding you to that. That's you said before we do, and
Pillow dogs.
You're right. I'm free until I walk in the gates, and then, once I'm there, everything's just take it by force, huh?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well-
Chain me? Oh my god.
I take you as a creature of your word.
I do my best.
I will say that, probably 45% of my interest is you would look really fucking hot on a bike.
Macros reaches, past on the left and, picks up a glass of water.
Slurp.
Well, then we should go for a ride sometime.
Yep.
Maybe not in the rain. Not the first time.
No, that's dangerous.
Well then.
You don't want to slip.
No, that wouldn't be good.
Mm-mm. Ditches are incredibly uncomfortable places to wake up in.
Been there. Not after a motorcycle ride, of course.
Are you coming back to my cabin with me so you can wake up there? or
Lamb's
going
down a
back to
drink.
Your pack?
Good. Yes.
I'm begging you, please let Troyan notice as she's outside the cabin.
I don't know, roll your perception or whatever.
Hey, Elizabeth,
Yes, Jonathan?
why don't you roll me a
Awareness.
composure awareness, please?
I was 1 XP off from upping my composure.
Do you want to buy it now? I'll let you buy it with the debt.
Yes.
Yes, she says.
Yes, I do.
Looks like it's only Kate who went to hell this.
Oh, no.
Man, we
I'm
gotta-
getting punished for it.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yoink. Don't really want to roll 3.
Brutal outcome.
No, it's 3 successes.
Oh, good.
Wouldn't that be amazing if just the two of them are walking off and then Troy is just hauling ass or running after them?
I like to think she turns to the window and it's oh,
Knocks herself
yeah.
out.
Oh, out
She
cold.
wakes up in the ditch.
Incredible.
Macros hooks a thumb into one of Left's belt loops.
Oh.
Lead the way.
And she does, taking her to a different cabin. This is in a cluster that's named after predators on the ground. So it's bear.
Great.
There's a predator section and we got put in the birds section.
Of course we did.
I wish I got fucked by jaguar.
Dude. Louis.
Troyan notices off in the distance as you continue the phone call, the rain is starting to finally lighten up. But Macros is not heading back to your cabin. In fact, Macros is joined at the hip.
No.
Well, your thumb is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to get separated.
She nods.
Do you want to get locked in
Anyway.
there?
Yeah.
You want an approval?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, she does that that slow zoom and the person.
But of Robert Redford?
Yeah.
I don't think Troyan has any reason to believe that Dante got lucky. Does she?
No, she said that, but that was a big leap. It was more like we left him alone with
So did he get
someone
lucky?
naked in
Yeah.
a shower,
Yeah.
and he took his time getting back.
Consent was given.
Yeah.
Implied consent.
Yes.
All right. Is it time for the following morning?
Apparently.
I think so. I mean,
Cool.
unless you had more to say to
No,
Jennifer.
Troyan would have one of those long rom-com conversations with Slade if allowed.
You
No,
hang,
you hang up for
Hang up.
you.
So
hang up or I'll rip your throat out.
I'll fucking kill you.
Oh my
There
God.
we go. It's
That's the
this is
one.
so unlike them.
Yeah.
Like their relationship over the phone is very different than in person.
It is very different. Yeah. No, they don't do the you hang up. They don't do that.
Don't worry about
I
it.
don't want to frighten you.
You kill the worm. No, you kill the worm.
They actually do. It's just an intimidation challenge, though.
Nice.
Dare you?
I swear to God.
Oh yeah, they haven't actually been at this camp for
I think we got there in mid-morning or mid-afternoon
Yeah.
even. It's only been a few
no,
hours.
I think you got there at around like 11 o'clock.
Perfection.
The following morning, when everybody roll me a die of luck. No, just roll me your stamina. Straight up stamina.
Rage.
With rage?
No, not with rage.
Yes.
Stamina.
Yeah.
Because you didn't... Sorry.
How dare you?
It's going to give me a lot more trouble than it needs to.
All right, so the two of you will wake up at the same time. Of course, you're not in the same location. I assume, unless Macros was like, "Thanks, babe."
See you around.
She would have left if the request was implied. She would have stayed put.
It's the polar bear dip at 7 a.m.
All right.
We all know this to be true.
LFG.
When you wake up, Troyan, Zach is awake and he is writing in his notebook. And then when it's clear that you're up, he looks up and he looks down and he's dressed in, camp jerk if you want clothes.
What's going on, Wiki? I don't know what to tell you.
What happened?
You frenzied?
Oh,
So we took you out and put on clean clothes, and now you're here. I was going to go to the mess. Do you want anything?
did he deserve it?
Did who deserve it?
Whoever pissed me off enough.
Well, you took out your anger on a tree.
The chained tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I guess it deserved it.
How do you feel?
I have a headache.
Yeah, I punched you in the head a lot.
Tends to happen, I guess. Thank you.
Welcome. You want, like, coffee, tea?
Oh, coffee. All of a coffee.
Anything to eat?
I think if I eat, I'll throw up.
Oh, God, been there. And she wriggles out of her bunk and starts strolling out to head to the mess.
At this point, Dante can wake up.
He does. Hops down.
What happened last night?
He frenzied. Troyan and Macros had to take you down.
Where were you?
I was making sure that the rest of the Northern Guard weren't going to be offended.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't thank me, please.
Why not?
I don't really have a good answer for that. He starts to make for the door and then turns around and comes back and just kind of, I guess, sits, like crouches next to Zach. And just reaches out and puts a hand on his shoulder. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. How about you?
One day at a time.
I know that I needed to get some things out.
So did I, apparently.
It's just a questioning look.
That's fine. The Northern Guard have a way of cutting to the quick that's a little different from Macros's.
Oh. Well, if you ever want to talk, I'm here.
Thanks. Apparently we're gonna fuck up a spirit today.
Okay.
It's exciting.
I'm ready for anything.
Good shit, me too.
And Macros.
Pancakes. Do you like pancakes?
Yeah.
Perfect.
On the left, like before Macris can get up, sort of like buries her nose against her neck in order to just keep her scent for a while.
A little squeeze.
And then climbs out of bed and walks over to like this little like vanity that's got a mirror. It's clear that like the sort of stylized scales she has on her neck and chest actually turn into like a long snake tattoo that goes down her back and then all the way down to one leg. And she just sort of like looks in the mirror. I'll be over in a bit.
Take your time. Chris gets into her probably wrinkly clothes, and that is okay by her.
It's Bardic Lydia.
What's up?
Yeah.
And
Lydia?
Paximo.
And Paximo. Hi, guys.
And then on the left flips up her eye patch and looks in the mirror and judges herself first.
Whoa. I'm a Philodox. The first
my
thing I do in the
God,
morning is to judge myself.
There's one glance over her shoulder before.
I judge myself. Damn fun.
She is gonna like elbow her way into making pancakes at the mess hall.
Okay, so the two of you are at the mess hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way there too.
You're a little later.
I'm later. Yeah. Okay. Thumbs up.
Your stamina came in at 2, not 5.
All right.
As we know.
Jesus.
Hey.
You're about an hour behind.
Look.
Oh, but you slept like a baby.
Yeah, I am.
You know what? You're going back to another snooze.
Oh, so just waking up every 3 hours screaming? Sorry, 45 minutes. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry.
Ryan is waiting with his arms crossed, staring at the table. Or not the table, the door.
I was like, yeah.
Staring at the door as the two of you kind of meet up at about the same time.
Morning.
So you came all the way down here for me.
Yep.
Well, don't be thinking that I'll be avoiding you at this point.
Good. You hungry?
Right, Brecky.
Gotta run a coffee back to the cabin, but I'll be right back.
Well, you say you weren't going anywhere, so I'm not gonna pin you down.
At the door to the cabin, the door gets hammered on. Like a real, like, to the point where Liz would throw up a yellow card.
Wow, what the
Wham!
god? Yeah. He marches over to it and yanks it open. It does not open very satisfyingly.
Norman is standing there in full leathers.
Yo.
Are you ready?
There's... My pack's just having breakfast.
Are you ready? I told you I needed a spirit dead. Can you handle it? Or do you need them? Because they are busy.
I'm ready.
Squirt! You up?
I look back at Zach. That's you.
I know it's me. Stands up, and he stands next to Dante, draws himself up to his full height, which is still, not really all that much up on Dante. I'm ready, sir. Take us through.
Is this the best place?
No place like it.
You let someone know that you're coming with, hey?
Override sent me here. Said that you were ready.
He does not betray any emotion, but holy shit, she what?
Okay, why don't you roll me your
Sorry, she what?
Can you do
your
the face?
composure subterfuge, please?
I can't. I actually don't know what that would look. Alright, we'll do it.
I keep writing Forrest Nash. Oh my god. Norman.
Welcome back to 109.16, The Scream with Forrest Nash.
Forrest Nash.
4 successes, John.
Okay, you do not betray any other...
Anything.
Yeah.
Let's perform the rite of shadow passage. I will probably try to incorporate a copse of trees near here, maybe something that's already kind of in a bit of a circular shape, and yeah.
I don't get there in time to give Zach his coffee, do I? You know how upsetting it is to do anything if you need coffee.
No, you don't get there.
No, poor boy.
Override enters the
boy.
lodge as Ryan is facing you down. Your boy's already gone.
Where did they go?
In and out, quick mission, Umbra, killing his spirit.
What?
You have other fish to fry, don't you? And glances at Ryan. Into the tank. They're all yours.
Torian realizes even if she wanted to help,
That's
she couldn't
correct.
fucking follow. So,
Well, Macros
in we
can.
go.
Macros knows the rite of shadow passage.
Akris knows the right.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you guys. We're going after our No, you ruined everything. Okay.
So, what is it that you need to know?
You used to be a stargazer.
You say this out loud in front of everybody?
I feel like she's already said it out loud in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Pretty much everyone was
Yeah.
there,
It
yeah?
depends on what his reaction will depend on whether you're saying it like
She
that.
said she doesn't like scream it, but you know.
Takes like 1 beat, 2 beats, 3 beats, and then just goes, "Ah, fuck!" and we'll end the session there.
The game.
Yay!
Woo!
Woohoo! I really like this track too, John. Can I just say this outro track for the game?
This one?
Yeah, where is it from?
It is called Memories of Memories, and it is from Tunic.
I like it. No wonder.
Oh, it's unique.
Banging. Claps all around.
By Lifeformed and Janice Kwan.
That's great.
Well, Catherine,
What did I learn?
what did you learn?
Macros. Really. She's reopening her heart to the possibility of taking care of another young person the way she used to when she was part of the Big Brother Big Sister program before it changed. She's like, okay, I can draw this.
Has that made its way into stream yet? Like, have we talked about that?
Whether we've really gone into it, but yeah. Part of her backstory.
I'm flagging that.
Like,
as
as she
an interesting
mentioned,
backstory.
like, around Zach, like, I something, but we haven't done, like, a deep dive.
I certainly don't
into
think
her
we've
backstory.
necessarily talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that's what Troyan learned is that Macros is either like just has a lot of really good natural instincts or has taken care of a young person who needs it before.
Yeah, for sure.
And wants to talk to her about it.
I learned that Dante didn't all kind of necessarily come out in the scene with the Northern Guard folks, but I learned that Dante is mad at the world at large because he can't control people's reactions. It's like a control thing. Not I'm really paring it down, but because there's more to it than that, but that's part of what I learned.
Splooey?
What did I learn?
Yeah.
Good at charades.
I learned that Joe's great at charades. Yeah, I learned that it was interesting to see, sort of standing back, how their pack handled a pretty tense, potentially very extremely bad situation, and the way that they just handle it. I think it's really cool, the dynamic of different ways of doing things with different packs, and that was, I think, on full display.
On our first frenzy, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
really
We went
not,
about it in a
actually.
very
It's kinda
like
wild, yeah.
methodical way.
All right, here we go.
Aragorn.
I learned that on the left has a lot of respect for this pack. That she hadn't really acknowledged prior to this. But she kind of likes that they are concerned.
I learned that under stress, at least in this situation, Dante is likely to make selfish decisions. Kate, you want to call somebody's play out? You have so many to choose from.
Yeah.
I know.
Kate's eyes.
Yeah, I want to call out Dante for pushing back against Zach, and then once shit hit the fan, actually going for help rather than just being like, no, whatever, this is our problem. Like, as much as he butts heads with people, sometimes he's still gonna, like, reach across. Like, it's true to his deed name. So, I think that was really nice detail.
As opposed to reach around, which
Right,
is
which
his new deal.
also
Correct, yes.
I've been mentally calling him that since it was first dropped, but now it's
Mm-hmm. That's out there.
Scott?
There's a lot. Selfishly and simply, I want to call out Erwin as on the left for sailing a lovely ship today that I didn't know I needed. Macros on the left, which
I liked
which I
on
think
the macros.
on the macros is probably
That's
better.
also really good.
Honestly, like, and I know that what I am calling out specifically is the slow burn of that scene, but how kind of satisfying it was to see people get more direct over time. It was really lovely.
Gwen?
You're muted.
I want to call out Troyan because of the whole of the Troyan that we saw this session. We saw a rune that was just gonna like beat the shit out of someone to get them out of danger and get everybody else out of danger from a frenzy, and the mushy Troyan, and the Troyan that will give her pack members advice. And I liked it. We saw like the whole breadth of who this character is
Thank you.
in one whole session.
Ooh. I am gonna call out Splooey. Flag at the ready, because we got to see how he behaved in a possible fight scenario. Like when Dante came to tell them about the fight, I could tell that he was immediately calculating, is this actually a problem? And decided very quickly, no, it's not. The people who are dealing with it have probably already dealt with it. But of course I'm going to go. And of course I'm going to make sure everything's fine. But he never lost his cool at all. And that was great. Because he continues to be a man of few words. But, like, you absolutely know what his deal is at every moment.
Thank you. That was intended.
Splooey.
I want to call out. Did anyone call out Kate yet? Because
No.
That's who I was. Okay, I want to call out Kate. Once again, we get to see the side of Macris where just a week ago, sassy and snarky and eye rolling and like don't talk down to me and all of those kinds of little contentious things, and then at the same time, through the hours just experiencing other things and fighting a rabid kid, suddenly kind of coming in and going, you know what, like thank you for helping us, and I kind of get what you're saying, and sort of taking it all in. So showing another side to Macris, that she's not just a sassy, witty person, that she's can say thank you every once in a while, and then go screw my VP, which is kind of crazy, but all right.
Kind of crazy. I like that.
It's the hood rat equivalent for biker gangs.
Oh god.
You could have like pushed Aragorn down and be like, I'm in the mess hall.
I've been there the whole time. I saw that whole exchange.
John, I appreciated having this was a session that I feel I don't know. I'm not sure if it was necessarily intended to be mostly around a frenzy and then some like more intimate conversations. That's it, right? Yeah. Like I appreciated that we rolled with it because certainly for me, it just became a really interesting several stories for the pack, but also the individual members of the pack. Definitely some of my favorite episodes are like we each did a thing for ourselves or for our own stories, but as a group we also created something together. And I feel like being able to have the flexibility to make that happen is really nice.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I will point out that you did not add oh, no, you did.
Oh,
I was just going to say, in terms of your lists, in terms of Auspice, nothing's changed. You still have not found a Theurge.
That's true.
All right, don't get over here.
So that has not changed. However, your Auspice, it's not your auspices, your tribes have indeed.
Man, Macris is really filling this list out.
I was gonna say, yet again.
Thanks, Macris. God damn it.
My PC is carrying the team because she's not in a committed
All right,
relationship.
fine.
So, Ghost Council. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like Dante's in a committed relationship anymore.
Depends how you
can talk about that.
What you have to have some conversations.
Yes,
use
correct.
that word hole.
Yes, I actually, if I may, that is something that I am looking forward to. I want to discuss it off stream as a group, which we will. So y'all out there in the chat won't see some of that discussion. I would like to, have some of these scenes play out in game, but I'm going to make things very clear to the people here at the table about what I am and I'm not interested in role playing. So we're going to do that
Good call.
once I've thought about it.
That's fair. I will thank once again Captain Splooey and Aragorn for being here.
You're welcome.
Yay, thank you.
Kung Fu Fenris for modding and keeping us on track, because Lord knows we need that sometimes.
Anyway.
Speaking of on the track, what's coming up?
Monday, crosswords, if I remember. Yell at me if I don't. But yeah, shoot crosswords in the afternoon, and I'm going to try to be a little less salty about the world and focus on cozy crosswords.
Good.
But the world sucks, so yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Hence the crosswords. I stream Tuesday evenings at, you can see it here, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's time for a new Method Madness something or other. Because I like to start games and then not finish them on stream, because I'm that guy. However, I hear the Doctor Surgeon is back in town with another story of his grandfather, who famously was a vampire. So we're going to be, I don't remember the name of the game though.
Cabernet.
We're going to be taking a look at Cabernet, a story about vampires and Victorian ladies, which I'm pretty jazzed about.
It's a pretty sick game.
I'll be judging that.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Wednesday over on Backroom Deals, we will once again have, in fact, the only player with a winning record
Oh,
It's true.
returning to us. Andre from the Metropole Grid will be there, and he's bringing his chess clock.
Oh shit.
you're playing
Oh
like
no.
whatever.
Blitz
Network
Next Runner.
Blitz.
Oh no.
I think we'll play a couple of normal games first, and then
Yeah.
experiment.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that, and if you want to see me absolutely lose my shit, that's over on Backroom Deals, 7 Eastern time.
Thanks, Paxman. I'm writing it down.
Friday, we're continuing with Cyber Punch.
Woo! We've been shopping.
Yeah, we just had an entire shopping street last week. Everything else.
$100,000 of clothes.
Oh,
Eddie's.
we spent so much.
Eddie, sorry.
Eddie.
That's right.
And then Saturday.
You can join me for part 2. I started a new Doomed run, a little side scenario in Monte Carlo Heist. You can join me for some Arkham Horror, the card game, at 11 a.m. Eastern on my channel.
And 3 p.m. Eastern, we are continuing Drew Crew, The Black Widow. An incredible start to this book.
Yeah, they almost ran down some nuns
Yeah.
in a car. It was
It's just
it was
Drew
insane.
Cruise. Drew Cruise.
Where's the cruise ship?
Yeah. Gotta see it pull out.
But next Sunday we'll be back here, same time, same channel.
Thanks to everybody. We talked a little bit today on our break about the divide between Twitch and YouTube. If you have any thoughts about that or about how you like supporting this channel, tell us on the Discord. We're thinking about it now because we know that it'll take us a lot of time to carefully consider. But if there's anything that we would love, it's your opinions. Where we stream, how you choose to or not support the channel. No one has to give us anything, but we do
Well, your
appreciate it
views
when
and
you
likes
do.
and comments and stuff still count.
Super appreciated.
It helps us keep up in tech and the rest. So if you could do that, we'd appreciate it. In the meantime, we're headed that way. On Hollywood's biggest night.
Maybe going up and to the right, but Macros is on the left.
Oh, US next week is daylight savings. It might have cut off already.